don't care. I don't care. I have no sympathy. Don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry. Whoa! What a car!
Oh man!
What a car! Is that real life?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy.
This is my
Hey,
new
buddy.
ride. I sold my Z9s and I just bought this sucker. How sweet.
Oh man, where are you?
I have been relegated to my father-in-law's garage. So
Okay.
that is his Austin Healey. It's like a 1960s British roadster. Pretty freaking sweet.
Okay.
I'm currently trying to get the freaking Grizzly game on the TV in here. It's all streaming, and I have to download some app. It's freaking ridiculous. But,
Oh my gosh.
I can think of worse.
This world we live in. We live in where you can watch any basketball game whenever you want, wherever you want, and you have to download an app to do it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when we're in the metaverse and it will just pipe into your brain and you won't even need to watch anything?
Give me a chip that just tells me what happened and give me the highlights.
That was you didn't get the Pfizer. That's what it comes with it. It's a chip.
Yeah.
It's an NBA League Pass situation, at least where I got it.
Haven't done that yet.
Hashtag cool. Pfizer gang. Greg Murray, you're still looking like you're in Guantanamo. You good?
They never let me go. I've been here the whole time. I haven't left this room, so they've been bringing me hot food. So I guess I can't complain.
That's good. That's good. How are you? How are kiddos? How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good, man. Getting by.
You've been playing. Did you get to play any more pickup with Taylor?
I played this week.
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor.
I set out. Well, I was destroyed by my second shot on Monday. I was down for the count. So on Tuesday, hey, you want to play hoops? And I'm like, I'm finally feeling 90%, but I didn't. Is
everybody else getting a weird reverb from Taylor, or is that just me?
I was getting it too.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
You're doing the skirt.
Migos
I don't know. I don't think it might have been a video chugging thing. If it keeps going, maybe just hop out and hop back in. But what was this for, Chugs? What was that?
It was just I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh. Fair enough. So I gotta ask you guys. So we got some stuff to talk about tonight, but did you enter the FanDuel contest?
I did.
We got thumbs all the way around.
Of course.
Yeah. I had to download FanDuel. I took MBL. I was like, hey man, I have no idea what I'm doing. And MBL sent me his lineup and I took his lineup. And he's like, hey man, not cool.
Terrible.
And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. That's kind of not cool. So then I switched one player out. So clearly I'm going to win. He's going to lose. And then it's going to be a really bad situation in which it's like the showcase contest. I feel like if I win it based on that, I'm going to have to give it away. You can't win the pack and then not give it away. So I will promise that on the stream. If I win the pack, we will give away all of the contents. You don't have to do the same.
Yeah, okay. We want this to be clear. That's only Plunge.
That's just me. That's just me. That's
give it away if it was just whatever stuff. But if it's if I pull a LeBron hollow on it, I don't think I can give that away. I give everything else away though. You can have my city option, and
I feel like I have to though. Now that I've said that, which is okay.
You can't unring that bell. Definitely not.
So one of my contests, one of the draft or the FanDuel guys that was in Discord sent me a entry thing for, I think they're doing a bunch of promo with this too. And I'm currently on, it was a free entry into a bigger one. I'm currently winning $80. So we'll see how that goes. I do not play daily fantasy basketball. I literally just tailed NBL and I changed one player. So I might have to give him some of those winnings as well. But
Wow.
yeah. So Mike says there's 81,000 people in the FanDuel contest. So let's start there. So, and I know for everybody that's joining us that came over from the First Mint stream on YouTube, awesome. Welcome. This is the Plungeon. I am Plunge Father. Those are the other gentlemen of the Plunger Gang.
Keep the usernames.
Yeah, those are
Plunger
our usernames.
Gang.
The Plunger Gang. Oh man, you're reverbing out, man. It sounds like you're like a. I don't know what it is.
Let me leave and come back. Let me try that.
All right, try that. Try that. That was weird. But anyway, back to this. They started with this as well. Like it seems like they're turning on marketing. Is this marketing? Is it a Top Shot marketing thing or is it a FanDuel marketing thing? We'll start there. Greg.
Yeah, go Greg, go.
I mean, I think it is. And I think it's, I mean, the marketing light, put that in quotes. I think with the playoffs coming, they're trying to get a few more people in, which I think makes sense. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely call it marketing or partnership or whatever you want to call it. But I think it benefits both sides, right? FanDuel is obviously getting some people who've never played, me being one of them. And then Top Shot's going to benefit from FanDuel's already huge customer base.
Yeah. Chug's thoughts?
I mean, I think on the one hand that people have said the Venn diagram's a circle. Like a lot of the people that are FanDuel are already, and DFS people are already they already know at least what Top Shot is. But there's probably a lot of that 81K. I mean, I bet it's a not insignificant amount of people who jumped on Top Shot just because what if your first foray, if you're a DFS guy, your first foray into Top Shot is you win a contest and you get a legendary pack to get you going. Like that's enough gas to really get some people in there. So I'm sure that there's some appeal from that side of things, but to me, the New York Times article is more indicative of marketing is back on. They're clearly talking to other people in mainstream media outlets to kind of reestablish the word, get things kind of buzz. There's definitely a buzzier feeling of Top Shot again for the first time in weeks, if not maybe a month or two.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all
too, go ahead.
No, I interrupted. Go ahead.
I was just not to sound too pie in the sky about it, but it just seems we've had those kind of when I was in mid-January, I started and there was the first run and then there was a period, another lull period before the crazy February run. Everybody's Jesus, this thing's gonna wither away on the vine. And I'm not saying this is the same thing's gonna happen, but it feels like we're kind of reestablishing a little bit of momentum. Maybe more people are getting involved and stuff. And the playoffs, people get jacked up for the playoffs.
Hell yeah, they do.
Spur the moment, jump in, try to make some calls on some moments or something on guys that are going to maybe make a run in the playoffs. You never know. So
yeah,
it could pick up.
But do you really think that's
I'm activating?
Do you really think the circle is it's complete overlap? Because I don't know. I feel like I'd never played DFS. I think Twitter might be a little biased in that sense that a lot of the people who are on Top Shot Twitter are probably also into DFS. But I think the people who are outside of that realm might be new to it as well.
Oh shit! Hold on. Someone is in Roto Radar in the chat gifting tier 1 subs to a bunch of people.
Oh,
whoa.
yeah.
Roto Radar, are you the person that gave me the ticket, the intro ticket into the FanDuel contest? That's awesome. I Matt Master, thanks for keeping an eye out. I've been doing a better job of having 2 screens up, but I agree with you, Greg. I think this is it's a symbiotic relationship. It's an activation, right? It's something that much like the ESPN generative stuff that they were doing way back where it was literally every single ad on every single banner on every single time. They know how to do this, and they have, to your point earlier, Greg, a massive user base, and the exposure to that, especially for free contests where, hey, you're already playing, you might as well throw it in this thing, and you get, especially if you're doing well, right? It's a relatively low overhead. And you know what? Everybody, you remember like 3 months ago when everybody was bitching and moaning about like 10% of packs being held back? Remember that?
This
Mhm.
is what it's
Like,
for.
why do you need 10,000 packs for customer service?
Customer
purposes?
acquisition, man. Customer acquisition.
Yeah, customer acquisition is the name of the game, right? The gift. You think 20,000 of those are going because like they're waiting until the Chinese market opens up? No, like they needed to hold stuff back so that they could use it in contests for things like this, and they could use them at NBA games to give away to the 1,000 people that come in the door first. So like it's not a big secret in the grand scheme of things that was going to be something. But it seems so silly now to think like, oh man, people were butthurt that like Terry Rozier was getting a free pack. Like, there's going to be a lot of this type of stuff, and I'm all for it. I think it's a logical connection, and it's interesting. It's fun. So Roto Radar, awesome job with the tier 1 subs. Much appreciated for in the chat. If you're not following, please do subscribe if you want. I've said this before. I will say it again every single stream to hold myself accountable. All of the income from this stream, regardless of how often these guys are on, we're splitting it 4 ways. And that's what we're going to do. And we're probably going to, I get it in PayPal, and I'm going to probably put it into ETH. And then I'm just going to like, or send it to you guys in PayPal so that you can put it into ETH so that we can fund our ponies or Top Shot moments or whatever, right? Like it's fun money. Hopefully, like, you guys can do whatever you want with it. It's not, I don't get to spend your money for you, but like, that's what I'm going to do with it, and sort of roll it back into fun projects or fun things that I'm looking at in Top Shot or new packs and whatnot. So much appreciated for that. But so yeah, lots of the other things. And you see not just with the FanDuel stuff, but with, the Hornets did this NFT drop. Have you guys heard or seen anything about how that went? I know the game started a couple hours ago, but I have not been on. I've been taking care of kids. Has anybody seen what's been happening with that one?
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now, by the way?
We can. I think it might have been your headphones.
Yeah.
It was the mic. I was trying to adjust the mic, and I think I like fucked up one of the pins in the connector. So now we're on AirPods now.
Oh, great.
No more HD audio.
Apparently didn't go well. Had buying errors. Very negative on the Hornets drop. Bummer. Classic NFT drop.
I was going to say Quad had. I'm pretty sure Quad paid for 2 tickets to the game for like his buddy and girlfriend, and was like, if you get the NFT, like, it's fine, but I'll pay for your tickets for the game. Classic Quad. He can't. No NFT project he will not ape into.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Like he's the king of the apes. He is the King Louis from Jungle Book.
Wow.
Like living in the like palace, and he's like he's getting too big to like leave anymore. He's gonna have to like break down the walls and crash his way out. Mike, you're killing me, man. Terry Rozier just shot that out the game. But yeah, I shot a DM to Steph, and I was asking her, Steph Pseudos, so she and her sister Jen went to the game. Apparently they're in North Carolina. For some reason I thought they were in LA. But apparently they got there late. Don't know how much of that story is real, but I DM'd her and I was like, are you streaming tonight? Because I was hoping that she was going to be able to like stream during the game or something, that we could like maybe call her in and see what was up. But lots going on in Top Shot land. And Chug, I want to go back to a point that you made a few minutes ago, and for everybody in the stream as well. Like, there's been so much negativity and just like dejection and just frustration. And I know that I've been frustrated and I've let that get out. I have like a very significant troll streak in my Twitter game. People are not, if you're surprised by that, or if you take it like 100% seriously, like, calm down, right? Like, there's a lot of angst and like fake angst in some of the stuff that I post, but it's like satirically addressing the like elephant stuff in the room, and in the same way that like I can still feel that way. That said, I have felt there's been like a very significant change in the last 3 days. And even with the throwdowns drop, which we'll get into, the playoffs being this close, sort of like these new activations, these new hires on the marketing side of things, and finding, regardless of if this is the bottom or not, finding stable footing from which to move forward, even if it's not like parabolic growth, like stable footing is important. And it's okay that like, yeah, it sucks that we took L's on everything and all of that, but like stable footing is important moving forward. And I feel like things are stable. Like, and I don't know if you guys agree, Taylor, I know you had to fall out there for your mic, but like, do you feel the same way?
I feel like things changed in the last couple days, maybe even just the last day or two. I think one of the things for me was the new challenge. I guess it's not technically a challenge, but the showcase, kind of weird, different story. Kind of weird that they make you do a showcase and they can't just run a regular challenge. But I think that was one thing that turned it around for me, where when I read that and then I just went to my collection, I'm flipping through all my moments and I go to create it. I was like, this was actually fun. And I've never had fun completing a challenge before. Like I've done it, but it feels like it's a grind, right? Like the whole time you're anxious, like, am I going to lose a bunch of money? And you're fighting it out in the marketplace. When I was doing this, I was like, this is fun. I have all the moments. Let me pick my favorite ones to make this count. And I just enjoyed it. And for me, I think it was interesting because everything so far has been like expected achievements, right? Top Shot tells you do X, Y, and Z, and you'll get this prize. And it's very like cut and dry, and the entire Top Shot community does the exact same thing, and we're all just like sheep going around doing that. And what I like about this is a bit unexpected, where they give you a heads up, but it's do it however you want. If you want to use all base moments, if you want to be dingling and use all number ones to fill out your showcase, like flex on everyone and do it.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, this is the most fun I've had in Top Shot in a long time. That wasn't directly tied to something like financial, right? Like it wasn't directly tied to pulling a good moment from a pack. I was like, this was actually fun. So right. I think for me, that was like a big change for me, even though it seems like a pretty minor thing and a small challenge, but I love it.
Yeah. It's more like, so instead of the ebb and flow of like, I need to acquire and then release to prove the thing. And then, you know, the associated economics there, which are wonky as hell. Right. Because there's a very specific micro use case for this very specific thing for a very specific period of time, which then goes away. Right. This is not that. Right. It's the opposite of that. That said, interestingly, and I tweeted about this yesterday, the dynamics of the news and the reaction of the market very specifically for Seeing Stars moments was the same exact dynamic that we see time and time again in the immediate aftermath of an announcement, which is all of the low listings that are out there get snapped up and it ratchets up and a wall is built. And then there is some level of resistance at whatever level that the market is comfortable or uncomfortable paying. And then the people that are didn't have their moments listed because they're keeping them or whatever, realize what's happening and then bring that new wave or new waves of listings into the fold, bringing those prices back down. Yes, they're still up relative to what they were, but like I have I was looking at, what was I looking at? I was like Rudy Gobert, maybe Valanciunas or like Sabonis and who's the last? Vucevic, right? So Vucevic, am I saying that right? They all ran up past 50. And interestingly, like there was like a tier above those guys that were at like the $40, $50 range. And when they hit that lower bound threshold, those stopped getting bought up. And then the other guys that were better players at that threshold started getting bought up. And so it's like
a relay race.
Yeah, it's like a relay. It was hilarious to watch in real time. And then once people, because not everybody's on Twitter all day, like not everybody's reading this thing. They're coming in at the end of the day, or they're reading their email or whatever. They're coming in tomorrow. Like that stuff trickles back down, and then that news affects the people listing things, and it starts to come back down. And I think the last time I saw like Gobert is, as opposed to like the 20 20 to 25-ish range, which he was before, is up near 40. So like if you don't have one, which guess what? I'm in that boat. I don't have any seeing stars moments. Woof. Like I bought a Luca for $635 when it came out initially, and then just like sold it at 300 and took my fat L and didn't keep any of them around, even though Jacob and everybody else had hinted at it over and over and over again that these things were going to have utility. So I just didn't have anything there. So I'm still trying to figure that out. There's a bunch of guys that I'm friends with that are like investing in the group fund that like might have them, and they've had them long enough to gift, which is another dynamic here as well, which is really important. That like, hey, it's 7 days, but it's not coming right out of a pack that you need that thing to complete. So there's some like more gifting dynamics that can be there. Quad is gifting a bunch of subs in the channel as well. DP3 Zez 3Z. I have plenty I can gift. Hit me up in DM after, buddy. We'll talk. So and I don't know, were you guys around when like gifting moments? I assume you were, when like gifting moments to complete challenges was like not only common, but there was like etiquette around it.
I don't remember the etiquette, but I know I did it with my buddies for like the gift.
So
Each of us got a
just
gift, you know.
Right. Yeah, definitely there. Greg, did you ever do that?
So I didn't have any, like, I didn't do it with anybody I didn't know. Like Taylor had buddies and we would try to complete challenges together. I'm curious as to what the etiquette was though.
So it was like a rental fee. Like, you know, they sort of agreed upon rental fee for these things was like 20%. It was like, if I, for an MGLE challenge, right? So like I didn't have the $500, you know, Evan Fournier or whatever. I would gift the person that I was borrowing it from $100 moment, and they would let me borrow it for the time. And then I would gift that back to them after it. So it was sort of like a de facto standard of like, you know, because otherwise like it is opportunity cost for someone that's not selling it. Yep. So like in order for them to sort of reap the benefit to some degree, but then challenges, they stopped the gifting things, a lot of different things, you know, there were some dynamics that got really wonky, and it became like a scam situation. Like that's, you know, obviously like when you're trading with people that you don't know, and it turned into a bigger nightmare than it was worth. But yeah, that like doing that type of stuff when it was a smaller community, like I think that's fun. I love that dynamic. I love being able to like collaborate with people and do stuff together. And I'm really hopeful that some of this dynamic stuff that they're looking at for the marketplace cooldown things where, you know, it's basically like all of these things were to get rid of bots and to get rid of nefarious actors. And there are people that have been long enough in the market that like their account, like my account, right? Like good example. If they took the restrictions away from me, like it wouldn't matter at all. Right. There's no way for like, my account's not a bot account, like very clearly. And there's a lot of us that are in that boat that like, if you enable those like verified individuals and, you know, so on and so forth, like you can ratchet that open again. Eventually it will take time to do that. And, you know, as the influx of new users comes in, it will change and shift over time. But Chugs, you're back. You're not in the in the garage.
Or horizontal.
Dude, this is just a nightmare. The internet was just being choppy, so I was like, I'm gonna move closer to the house. So I'm like actually in a nice like covered patio area. My computer literally just died and says the battery's dead, but it's charging, so I don't understand so now I'm on my phone. So whatever, we're here.
There you are.
We out here.
Cool.
So
cool. So before we go any further, Chugs, do you know what time our ponies race?
I think they're on at like 10:30 Central, like an hour and a half.
Okay. If we're still going at 10:30 Central, we'll definitely watch, which is great. Chug's pony, which is actually a good pony, and mine, which is not a very good pony. And Greg, you're part owner of this pony, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you have not been paying attention, but you are part owner of
He'll send you the bill.
Dumpster fire. No, he already paid his bill.
Okay.
He's already in. He owns like 1/20th of this horse. And it's a
And
piece of shit.
I think I've seen it race more than Greg has.
Probably, yeah. I need to pull a Peter Overzet and get like a hoof of it to frame, put somewhere.
I love that.
Screenshot that.
What is this? So trivia packs in the
queue.
queue tomorrow.
What?
Cool.
Huh.
Good to know. We'll have to go look at that. What were you gonna say though, Chugs?
Well, I was gonna say, do y'all know if I were to exit this on my phone, will it cut me off or will it be working in the background? If you want to find out. Has anybody ever done this on a phone before? All right.
No.
Am I still there?
Your audio is.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know.
And he's gone.
And yeah, this is riveting. So did you guys, so let's shift gears a little bit. And we've got, for everybody, just run down of the show. We're going to be talking Top Shot for the most part. But we are going to talk a little bit more about throwdowns and the aftermath of that. We do have a couple folks that have hollow packs to crack that, we'll talk a little bit about that. The showcase contest that I was so adamantly against for good reason. I thought it seems like, and I'm not sure if this is true across the board, but they gifted far more packs, the hollow icon packs, to the finalists than they had initially broadcast, which is again like a very NFT thing to do, right? Like it's a very NFT project to just be like, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, which is great because it's rewarding the people that are active and participating in a really meaningful way. So we've got a couple folks that are going to crack their packs with us, Tyler and Andrew. So we'll get to them in a few minutes to do that. But it looks like Chugs is back, or was back, no longer back anymore. But let's talk a little bit about throwdown. So Taylor, you wrote a very interesting article. And if you would like to share any visuals from said article about the throwdowns pack in general, it would be great to start there and sort of chop it up relative to what we saw, what we were expecting to see, how things played out relative to what we thought was going to happen, and whether or not that's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, if it's somewhere in between, and sort of digest and chew on that outside of the Twitter sphere, which has been where most of it has been chopped up so far.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't have too many visuals, but if you want to pull it up on your end, I can just kind of give you the voiceover. That works. Or I can pull it up over here, whatever you want to do.
It'd probably be easier for you to pull it up. To be quite honest, my internet is so bad.
All right, I've got it. Let me share my screen.
For anybody that's wondering, ETH is back up to 38.46.
There we go.
Hooray, hurrah.
All right, are you seeing this?
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Yeah. There
Perfect.
we go.
A little bit more.
I only got 2 charts.
There we go.
It was light on the charts, this one.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I'll give a quick voiceover. So essentially everyone knows the throwdowns packs happen on Monday. There was sort of word swirling ahead of time that they're going to be the first minus EV pack, and people were you're more often than not going to walk away with less value than what you put in to get the pack. It's the short of it. I was one of those people. I go for it.
We are going to talk about EV, and you are going to define it, and we are going to make sure that all 168 people that are in here walk away understanding what EV means. And then everybody that can watch this after. And I don't mean to be all like pedantic about it, but it is so frustrating. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
I do not want to mansplain anything, but I had so many Twitter DMs telling me things that I'm like, I don't think you know what that word means. Anyway, so it happened on Monday. We'll get into EV, but essentially people were floating around the idea on Twitter ahead of time. You're going to lose money on this pack if you bought it. More often than not, there's a chance you're going to make money, but more often than not, you're going to lose money. And people lost money on it. I was one of those people that bought it, even though I knew I was probably going to lose money. But
what did you pull?
I got a Keldon Johnson 189, so I probably got close to break even because it's a 3-digit.
Oh yeah.
People aren't really paying a premium for low serial on these. I think people just don't want them. Period. So I did it even though I knew it was minus EV, which is like counterintuitive from what you'd think reading my articles and everything, but I also like to gamble and have fun. So
Yeah, it's super fun.
like,
Yeah.
You know what
it's
else?
never
You know what else is minus EV? Literally every single casino game. 100% of them are minus EV
Mhm.
over the long
look.
run.
You ever play roulette? Like they literally print out the odds in front of you on the felt, and they show you here. You're gonna lose money. See those two little green zeros?
Right.
Like
Right.
you're gonna lose money. Um, so anyway, after this happened, one day later, I put on Twitter. I said something along the lines of like, if you knowing what you know now about how these prices tanked, would you have gone back in time and bought the pack again? And I got tons of comments on it. And last night I just went through and I categorized all of them into like, yes, I would buy it. No, I would not buy it again. There was some confusion around like, and do I get the same pack? It was like, no, you get another roll of the dice. You get another random pack. Would you do it again? So I tallied it up and it was split right down the middle. Like I had 165 that I could really decipher what they were saying. And it was 82 to 83. So exactly down the middle, as close as you could get to people saying, yes, I'd do it again. No. And the comments were pretty wild, right? You had people on one side that were like, Top Shot screwed me over. Like they pulled the rug out from under us. This is so messed up. We built Top Shot by buying these packs. And then on the other
Jerks.
side, you have like the
No,
borderline.
no free
Why-
handouts, you pieces of shit.
Where's my free
Where's
money?
my fucking
Yeah.
free money, you assholes?
Yeah, I helped you raise $300 million. Where's my cut? And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have like the borderline degenerate angle. That's like, hell yes, I love ripping packs. I don't care if I lose money. Bring it on. I love it. So
Right, you're not a true collector unless you spend $1,000 on this pack. You're here
Yeah.
for everything.
Absolutely. So yeah, let me scroll down a little bit. So then I categorized even more detail. The no's and the yeses. I went into hell no, no, yes, hell yes. And it was like pretty obvious to put these things into buckets. And the takeaway here is it's like, again, pretty split down the middle. For every hell yeah, there's really another hell no. And it's kind of vice versa, which I thought was really fascinating, which I think love it.
I love this.
I thought it was really cool. And I think when you see something like this so split down the middle, it means Top Shot's doing something right? Like
Agree.
they're walking a fine line and they're making people
Apathy's
think.
the enemy.
Yeah, like you actually have to think now about if you want to buy a pack, which I think is interesting. And yeah, I guess we can kind of take a break there, but I think it brings up an interesting point where we've always been talking about how minus EV packs are the future to Top Shot being sustainable, and it's like a really divisive topic. People are like, no, if I can't make money on packs, I don't want to do Top Shot. But in the article, I listed out a couple reasons why, but we can pause there. And I'm curious to hear what you guys think. And
Yeah,
did any of you guys get packs? I don't remember. You got one?
Chugs missed, I think.
Check
But I got
this.
one.
I did not get one. My brother-in-law got one. He gets every freaking rare or legendary. Literally, that's all.
Is this the guy that was this is the
Yes,
guy that was
yes.
butthurt
This-
about okay.
the source of
Yeah,
I don't care?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't care. It is
Yeah.
actually his brother-in-law, Lindy.
Yeah. But I think what you said, Doug, just your whole article, like, I quoted it out that it was like a long form, like well written version of what I had said yesterday. Just the fact that when the pack lottery isn't the place for smart money to go, that smart money either leaves or it goes to the marketplace. And but I think that making packs negative EV, not free money, to where if you were to open 100, 60 of them are going to be losers, so to say, and 40 of them and 20 of them might be like pretty good, and 20 of them might be like, holy crap, like you really made some money, or whatever that split is. But for the most part, they have to be losers, unfortunately. And the reason why that is good for people that are already in the ecosystem is that, again, it deters that money from just going straight into packs into the marketplace. I've likened it. Imagine a stock market where all of the money only goes into IPOs, initial offerings, like the first issuance of any company that goes public, and nobody does anything after the fact. All of those companies out there that are trading would just languish, and that's kind of what's happened in Top Shot for the last like 3 months. So the fact that you're kind of shifting the economics away from packs I think that'll inevitably help the market overall. It's not gonna mean like your crappy, Mason Plumlee is gonna go from $4 to $25, but it means the good stuff can actually appreciate because there will actually be a bid for it and money will actually be able to flow towards that because that'll be a better play than just rolling the dice on packs all day long. So, that's
the people in the chat are very into your analogy here. Greg, I'm
Nice.
curious your thoughts. Like
Oh.
you got a pack. I assume it was like the value of the moments that came out of it for you were less than the cost of the pack as it was for me. Like, how did you feel? Do you have a similar take as Chugs?
Well, I mean, I think I'd just follow up with the question. So, I mean, we're talking about it from a perspective of folks that are already in. What do packs like these look or mean for new users, right? For people coming in and buying something that they're immediately losing money on.
So here's the yeah, your card. So here's
What does it look like?
Yeah.
It looks
It
like
doesn't
this.
phase him
And
one
I
bit.
do get my F1 breaks, but
No, it
So-
literally looks like this, where like I was excited because my Dwayne Wade, for anybody that doesn't know, I got on like a $200 pack cracking thing. And like I saw this thing and I was like, oh, Dwayne Wade, like that's cool. And it was like worth $6. And like I don't give a shit. It was fun watching it. It was exhilarating opening it. And I went back and I went back to another pack and it was a different pack this time. And it was an autograph, James Wiseman for 60. And this is selling for 260, right? On eBay or 250 or 260. So I spent $200 on this one and I took a fat L because I'm not going to be able to sell any of this. I'm thinking maybe if I can get Cody Zeller, like from the stream the other night, I might send him this. Maybe he'll sign it for me or something. But like I went back and tried again. And there are tons of things like that in the cardboard market. Like that said, if your expectation when you walk in, that's the thing is like, if this was your first and your expectation has been because all of the people that have been here before you said it's free money, it's free money, it's free money, then no bueno. But for anybody now and beyond, as long as you have that disclaimer and no one's being like, yep, it's free money, like, then I think it's okay, at least from my perspective.
I think it's totally fine. The pack is supposed to be a lottery ticket. It's not supposed to be a guaranteed winner for you to get started. And so I've said it before, the mantra should be from now and always, come for the packs, stay for the marketplace. You get a pack to get going. Traditionally, you get a pack to get going. You might have won big on it, you might not have, but then you hit the marketplace and you get what you probably really wanted to buy. Or you try to find some deal where you're like, man, I think this thing's underpriced. Like maybe it could run up or whatever. Or you get involved in like the showcase quest thing, which is actually kind of cool. And sorry if I was out while y'all were talking about it, but like
we talked a little bit about it.
Okay, so like I'll just, not without getting really into it, like it's a challenge. It's essentially a challenge where there's a reward at the end that doesn't require you aping into like stuff you literally have no desire to get, and it's been run up, because it's been bottlenecked to cost you $30 to $80 per moment for like Serge Ibaka or some crap. Like the showcase quest thing, it's like open-ended. You just need a center who dump the ball. You need an assist from a point guard, and you need seeing stars, which seeing stars are all stars. So it's like there's gonna be 3 guys that you probably would want. Like if you're starting from 0 and you want to be active or whatever. So I think again, it just come for the pack, stay for the marketplace. That's what should be sort of the motto from here on out. It's not come for the packs, it's free money, and then sell your shit and get more packs. Like that's no longer a strategy. It frankly never really was a strategy. Like distorted economics allowed it to be a strategy for a while, but that's not a real strategy.
Well, it's not a real strategy if you're intending to build a collection that appreciates in value over time.
Correct.
It can be a strategy if you're looking at this from an entertainment and a lottery perspective. And I think that got mentioned here, somewhere up here, Rodelli, where he's like, lotto tickets, don't get mad at flippers. Many just want as much back for the next lotto draw. That's all well and good.
And that's fine.
But at the same time, like the expectation can't be that the lotto draw is always going to be like, I'm going to have enough money here to
Just know
sustain
there's
that.
Yeah, just know there's diminishing returns. You're gonna for a rare, you're gonna pay $150 to get $80 back, and then now you got $80, and you're gonna have to put another 70 for the next $150 pack, and it's just gonna keep going, and you're just gonna keep burning away unless you try to find another means of maybe generating some alpha, some like excess return, which the marketplace is the only other option, or you just quit and go do something else. So it's like that's where people with that capital are going to have to make that decision. And I would like to think a lot of it, like with Roham, he puts out engagement numbers and stuff. Like once people are in, they're kind of in. Like the product's fun. It's cool to open packs. We're going to see some pack rips. Like it's really fun, and it really can suck you in. So the thought would be, some people do take their ball and go home, but a lot of people probably just start finding opportunities in the marketplace, trying to at least.
So I wanted to pull one comment out, and Greg, I do want to get back to your thoughts on the throwdown because you posed a question and then we just all ran at it, and I want to hear your voice. I'm making a concerted effort to hear your voice tonight because I love your voice. So Atlas Shrug saying here, the problem with the showcase quest is the index card clause in the terms and conditions. For anybody that doesn't know this, it is illegal to run a pay for entry lottery without a free entry option if you don't hold a lottery license. That's part of the reason why you can't do subscriber only auctions in Twitch. Which, so like last, I think when we did the charity or like the giveaway stream a couple weeks ago, like we had to do something where you did not have to be a subscriber to get in because there's very strict laws related to that. And you'll see that in the fine print in a lot of these types of things. You'll see it on like cereal box contests as well. Like all sorts of different stuff. There has to be a means and mechanism for someone to enter for free without having to do something else. So if you're curious and you don't want to put those 12 moments together, I'm actually considering doing this because I don't have any of the Seeing Stars moments. So like, hell yeah, I'll put that on there. I'll put a thing in and send it in. But I'd encourage anybody else, like, take advantage of that. That's the point of this type of thing.
Is that a free, like there has to be a way to enter for free? Correct. And also guaranteed to win, or you're just entering for free and whatever happens to your entry happens?
I think, the assumption is that it's like a no purchase necessary thing, right? Like I forget the fine print. Can someone find the fine print for it and put it in the chat, and then I'll put it up or send the link. Oh, let me hold.
I actually missed that little subplot there. I hadn't caught that, but it makes sense. I mean,
here we go. Map Master. Eligible participants can receive a prize without purchase by mailing an index card with their name, mailing address, and email address associated with a registered NBA Top Shot account. You can understand and agree to allow. You authorize us to determine whether you're an eligible participant. Printed on one side of this. So if you don't want to put together the moment contest, you can do this, and you can still get a Ben Simmons.
Curious what they mean by like determine whether you're an eligible participant. Who knows?
I assume that like
you have
to be an account and everything. It needs to arrive by.
I would have loved to see Dapper's reaction to like when this first started circulating on Twitter. They're like,
it's part of the. I mean, no. That's like that's very common, right? Like
no, but I mean, like the fact that it got kind of identified and circulated on Twitter. They probably thought no one would see it.
I love this. The postage fee will cost more than the value of the Simmons moment. I love that. But Greg, so back to the Throwdowns pack as a concept. So you'll pull the pack. What did you pull in it?
I pulled a Trez. I got a Montrezl Harrell. So as a Laker fan, I was okay with that. Indifferent on Trez, but it's a Laker, so I'll take it.
Could win the playoffs.
You could. We'll see. But I think, kind of to Chugs' point, like the whole like vibes over expectations thing, I think we just got to change that from being like, you can't expect to get a pack, but you can't expect to get your money back from the pack, right? So I'll probably still go for these kinds of drops just because it's a lotto ticket and I enjoy the pack opening music. I enjoy opening packs. So I think that's the mindset just kind of has to change. And it was kind of an abrupt change for a lot of folks. But it is what it is going forward, and we'll see how people adjust to it.
Is that real?
That's apparently a real map. And I didn't know this, but apparently the note card was in the showcase thing. I should have done that. That would have been a better like show of disinterest. Speaking of the showcase contest, so actually, we're gonna get here to a Hollow Icon pack crack in a minute, but before we do that, I did want to share and show my screen for the like where we're at with the moments in this pack, because I want to have a very specific conversation about what EV means. And I know that people have done this, and it's okay. And probably the vast majority of the people in here that are here right now probably understand the concept, but it bears repeating, and it bears repeating so that for anybody watching this, and we can clip it even and put it out there. What does this mean? So we're looking at right now all of the throwdowns packs, and this is add more funds. If you don't subscribe to this, highly suggest that you do that. It's a great tool that we use. So right now, all 45 moments that are out there, right? There are 4 moments right now that on the marketplace are listed for above, at low ask, above the cost of the pack. Just
Ja
4.
Morant
It was like
one of
5 for a while. Ja Morant is one of them. It is at $200.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Anthony Edwards is at this. You can also see very interestingly and curiously, there's a ton of sales, a lot more sales in the upper bounds, because there was a lot of people flipping in those moments, people trying to make a buck or trying to buy low and sell high. I'm very curious, especially with all of the ones that have like a really high trading volume on these. And a lot of them have to do with the rookies. The rookies traded a lot more units and had more sales than the others. But when we talk about EV means expected value, right? So it's not what your value is in your pack with your Keldon Johnson. It is not what my value is in my pack. I cracked the fuck did I crack? I don't even remember. Cam Reddish, maybe? Cam Reddish.
Yeah, Cam Reddish. Who doesn't know how to play basketball?
First team.
Yeah, so Cam Reddish, so $62, right? So let's just hypothetically, like to illustrate this point, let's say that instead of 1,800 times, there's 72,000 packs. Let's say there were only 45 packs. And there was only one moment in each of those packs, and it was each one of these, right? If you took all of these and you said there's 45 packs, what you would do to figure out if I was going to get one of those packs at random, and let's just say that the value of it was right now what the low ask is, right? You would add up all of the values and you would divide it by the number of values that the packs had, or how many packs there were. So in this case, there are right now, all of the values of all 45 individual moments would be $4,070, right? $4,070 divided by 45 is, what is it? Just under 100, right? Divided by 45, $90.44. So if you had if there was just 45 packs and they had a random one of these at low ask, your expected value, if you paid $150 for this pack, your expected value would be 150 minus 90.44, right? Or it would be 90.44, right? Like, so when you say it's EV negative, what we would be saying is on average, an average pack would be below value of what you paid for it. There are going to be some, in this case, there are only 4. If you set the price at $150, there are 4 packs that are above value. Like you crack that pack, it is positive.
It's a winner.
It's a winner, right? It does not mean that the pack is EV plus or that yours was EV plus. The expected value for you, because that's not a thing, right? For you, the expected value was still $90. You just happened to pull the outlier example of that. Yeah. So this is like a condensed example of this. Any thoughts? Did I explain that well? I was thinking about this earlier today. Figured that was a good way of phrasing it. Taylor, Greg, anything to add?
I think that's a great way. I think the only other thing is just keep in mind, like, EV applies to the entire drop. Like my EV is it's everyone's EV. Like it describes the entire drop. Your pack can be a winner, can be a loser. And you can even have weird things, right? Like the EV here the expected value is about $90, and there may not even be a moment that is $90, right? You could have all these $200, $300, and everything else is $60. and the EV is still 90, and there may not even be a $90 moment in there. Just know that it's the average of if you ran this thousands of times, what you'd get on average.
Right.
Yeah. And I think the thing that makes some of this challenging too is that there are, when you're calculating this type of thing, you have to take into account every possible permutation of these things and what's contained within. So it's like hundreds of thousands of moments that are in these packs, right? 72 times 5, basically, right? So there's literally hundreds of thousands of moments. And you add up all of them and then divide by 5, basically, or divide into the tiers of how it works. But there are things that significantly skew that, right? And that is what makes up the lottery component of this. Pulling a number one, right? Pulling a number one or a jersey match serial, that has to be taken into account. And that's part of the reason why we do challenge rewards, right? Is that like your expected value of a challenge reward is actually just above because of that lottery value component or some of those like it's just above what the actual low ask would be because it's going to get skewed by those other things. So I wanted to make that clear. But I'm curious, I don't know what the expected value of the remaining hollow icon packs would be, but we have 2 of them. We have 2 people that are here to crack them. And I think now's as good a time as any. I would love to bring on one of you guys. So Tyler, Andrew, do you care about who comes on first? You guys want to both come on at the same time and then watch each other's? Is that okay? Can we do that together? Give me a thumbs up if you're cool with that.
I got a shirt.
All right. Might as well. All right. We're going to bring you guys both on and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Teamwork makes the dream work. Andrew, Tyler, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're awesome. So I guess you guys have a joint story to some degree, but also have individual stories here, right? So you have hollow icon packs. So we'll start with Tyler. Why do you have a hollow icon pack, Tyler? What did you do?
I went through a grueling 3-week contest for the showcase, and it was a very, very exhausting process of creating a showcase on NBA Top Shot. But it was well worth it, and well with the prize that we got.
So your showcase, and care to share a little bit about what your show? I can even pull it up if you send me the link. In
Yeah,
the
I feel like we
chat.
should. I feel like we should see.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to put the showcase link in the chat, I will share my screen and we can look at it.
So when I first created the showcase, I wasn't even considering competing for the contest. So I didn't even put my best moments in my in my showcase, which is kind of upsetting. So, but it kind of worked out where it's all common moments. So I kind of wanted to name it the Certified Commons, but I never got a chance to rename it because I didn't want to mess with the rules. If you change the title or something. So, but yeah, just I've been collecting since about January, right before the big boom, and I've been adding. Right now is a great time to buy, I believe, with the utility coming and the game coming. So it's a good time to be a part of it, I believe.
I didn't share with audio. I'm sorry. I don't think. And it's probably glitching out because I have awful internet. So we have Marvin Bagley. We've got a PG-13. I love that moment. That's such a great moment.
That's one of my favorite ones.
He says, "Ah." Got
The
Clint
Plungeon
Capella
over
in
here.
those MLK jerseys. Is that from that same game as the Trae Young moment? Tyrese Halliburton.
I think you're about 5 seconds ahead of us, Plunge. As
Okay.
far as what we're seeing.
Okay. I just won't share it then. I won't talk about it. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop watching the videos and we'll just look at it then. But so you got 5,000 likes on this showcase contest, Tyler. So can you walk us through how you did that? What worked? What didn't? Walk us through your process. Walk us through your thought process here.
So what I started to do was I was in the Discord, of course, where they had that hashtag showcase contest where I was posting and constantly messaging people, asking them to like mine. And I would always like theirs first and to provide them with the number that I liked it. So they would, know that I liked it and I'm confirming that.
Yeah.
And I would just kind of send a really nice message to them, and so they would, I'm striving to go for top 10. Please like mine, appreciate it, and I like yours. And I did that for I think more than 8 hours a day. I would think, for about 3 weeks. So
Sheesh.
when the contest ended, I was very, very relieved.
I think everybody else was relieved too. I'm very, very glad that I didn't have to do that. But congrats that the hard work pays off. I don't know that 3 weeks of 8 hours a day is worth $1,000, but the notoriety is big, and hopefully it's worth it, because you know what?
Hey, maybe
yeah, go ahead.
So maybe I'll pull the Steph Curry jersey serial number. That's why I did it.
So there you go. So fun fact on that, because I did a little bit of digging, and I got my laptop back, so I have the table here. So from drop 1, here are the notables. I guess I could. I mean, I just have like an Excel screen. It's kind of boring looking, but I guess I could. Hold on one second.
I mean, sometimes people like to see those types of things.
Yeah.
We are a data and analytics focused show.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of like our thing or whatever.
It's our thing. It's
But
kind of our hallmark. It's not a Greg Murray joint.
Window.
If there's no Street Fighter font,
What were you
I'm
gonna say, Greg?
shutting the window.
No Street Fighter font. This should be pretty easy to look at. Okay, I'm sharing it, so tell me, Plunge, when it's up. Okay, so this is pulled from Evaluate Market, another great resource for everyone. Like we already mentioned, Add More Funds, Evaluate Market's another really good one. They pulled. I was able to pull from the set, like it's got all the basic like low ass market cap, but it also shows what's remaining in packs. Now I took this snapshot as of like, I don't know, like 5 o'clock today. So Steph Curry, there's only 4 left. Anthony Davis, there's 6. Russell Westbrook, there's 9. I bolded Carmelo Anthony, like he's probably a Hall of Famer. There's 10 of those. Kawhi Leonard, there's 10. Other ones that there's the most, Aaron Gordon, which will be a Magic Aaron Gordon, Tyler Hero, Brandon Ingram, or Kyle Lowry. You can see sort of where we're at. The heavy hitters, unfortunately, have already, a lot of them have been pulled. So, just these are kind of the odds you're up against, I suppose, in this little scenario. I guess if you wanted, I mean, I could run, that divided by, because you're going to get 1. So let's see. It's
like watching A Beautiful Mind right now. It's so fun.
Let's get a little freeze these. Yeah, just whatever. Okay. So you have a 1.5% chance of pulling a Steph, I guess. Is that right? Am I thinking about this right, guys? Because you're going to get, yeah. So
what was the total? There's how many packs are
4 out of however many there are. So
Summit. What was the sum?
The sum is 267.
Yeah, that's right around it. So 4, it's just over, just like around 2%.
Yeah. So you have a 1.5% at Steph. You have a 2.25% chance at Anthony Davis, 3.37% at
okay,
Russ.
Yeah, we got you. You don't have to.
Okay, sorry.
We can read.
Now a percentage is when we don't.
Yeah, don't do that. So and looking at, and not that everything's about value, but looking at the hollow icons right now, low ask. The lowest low ask is Terrence Ross at 890, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 of them are under $1,000 out of 60. So this is all from, and just for reference, and Tyler, this is the hollow icon drop 1. So for everybody's, it's like, what? This is weird. The pack came from drop 1, which was released in February, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why you don't see LeBron. You don't see a couple of the other like heavy hitter ones that were in the other one. I think Harden and, the Edwards wasn't in that one. The Jaw wasn't in that one, right?
Here, I'll watch. I'll bring it over. So drop. Let me.
Yeah.
This is what was drop 2. If you sort it by the lowest to highest, you've got LeBron, Anthony Edwards, Kyrie, Ja Morant, Tatum, Lillard, Paul. Like, honestly, unfortunately, a much more star-studded drop than the first one. One more fun fact for the first drop for anybody who wasn't around like early February, this drop was hugely anticipated and everyone got in the queue and it was pre-queued and everything sold out before anybody in the queue even like knew which way was up because people glitched in and just were able to go straight to buy now and just buy the packs. So like and Taylor, I believe, is one who successfully did this. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a nefarious thing. It just happened.
It was like get him. It was like
get him.
It was like Black Friday, and I just walked up to like the side door, and they were like, "I'm like, is this open?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Hey, you
I'm
want
like,
a pack?
Cool. I'll just buy it and leave.
Knew a guy.
So this first hollow was a source of a lot of salt from the top the newly kind of, it was like the first wave that happened after in January when Bales had his article and there was a little kind of mini pump in the community. They had the first legendary drop with like the community went from like 5,000 people to like 30,000 people. And then they had a hollow drop and like, it just was a complete utter disaster. Just totally terrible.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
But anyway,
so we should crack this pack. So we're going to go with Tyler. We're going to have you share your screen. We're going to crack your pack. When you click share screen, I'm not sure if you've been in StreamYard before. When you select which screen you're going to share, there's going to be a little tick box in the bottom left before you click share that says share audio.
Yep.
Yeah, get that track music or that pack music. Pack track.
I forget what this one was.
Was this
I haven't heard enough.
It's pretty good. It's better than the other hollow drop was like freaking seizure music. It's not good.
Was that the dubstep one? The second one?
Yeah. Second hollow it was too much.
All right. So let's get some W's in the chat here for this because we're gonna go through and there are 10 moments. If you've never seen a hollow icon pack cracked before, there are 10 moments in here. There are a lot to get through. So
3 golds.
I'm excited.
Let's see
So
what we
Tyler,
got.
before we get any further, you really Steph Curry is what you want, right?
Yeah, that's what
His
I'm going
jersey
for.
number.
So do you know what? Do you know? Are you familiar with everything? The blues or the gold, and then that like kind of translucent looking or whatever the heck you want to iridescent is the hollow. Yeah, there
it is. All right.
Here we go.
What do we got here? Little Beal. All right.
Beal.
Brother Beal.
Good start. Got an all-star.
And these are all going to be like 15K LEs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Draymond Green.
There you go.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
these
Two good
have all
players.
the limited edition ones in it.
Oh, we got the.
If only he
You
had
cracked
if
out
only
on
he had
February
that for the
5th,
cool
yeah.
cut. Could have sold it for like $70. So yeah, whatever.
No, another one.
Man. All right.
Ooh. Roto Radar says if you pack his
Holy
jersey, I'll
hell.
give someone here $1,000 prize.
Damn. Gosh, this is a great pack rip, man. It's like all good players.
All right, here we go.
Is there a top row too? Or no?
Aaron Gordon. Yep.
All right, Aaron Gordon. You got that out of the way. You're not going to get the Aaron Gordon hollow. So got that out of the way.
Oh, I didn't realize there was another one.
It's all right. Oh, is it a LeBron?
Let's go. Let's go.
That's
One of my favorites.
400.
Yeah,
Personal
this is a good
favorite.
one.
Personal favorite.
That's sick, dude.
Westbrook.
There you
Nice.
go. All right.
Right.
Nice.
Dude, this is a fire pack so far.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Buddy Hield or number 6. Harrison Barnes.
Wow.
Touche, sir.
Certified baller Harrison Barnes.
Yikes.
Number
This is going
6.
to be hard to top.
Holy
This
hell.
is a plus. This is a plus.
Yeah,
EV pack.
Andrew, you sweating over there? Shit.
No, I might just sign off right now.
Dude,
All right, let's see what we got here.
this is sick.
Let's see what we
All right,
got.
here we go. Big money, no women.
Oh, he got
Dort.
Dort. Yeah,
Dort.
New Dort.
Okay.
54. I'll
Hey,
take it.
Olympics, man. He could. This is a great pack.
Amazing.
A number 6 MGLE for Barnes is like a couple G's. Like,
Oh,
Yeah. Just sell it back to Barnes.
you might,
Yeah.
you might be able to
that's
get it.
awesome.
That's dope.
What a great pack.
That's
What a great pack.
LeBron's like
Come to
430
Top
right
Shot,
there.
where all of you packs are free money. we spent all show so far.
Can we go back?
So,
to these
so,
guys?
the question
back.
becomes, Tyler, now that you have seen this, was it worth it? Selling your soul, was it
Absolutely.
worth it? I'm really glad. I'm super
was.
glad, dude. That was awesome, dude. That was like easily probably the best pack that we've cracked on stream, I imagine.
That was an epic pack.
That was
Andrew,
my
that was very
best
good.
too.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Congrats. That's so good. I really appreciate it, and kudos to you for the grind. And Andrew, it sounds like were you doing the same thing? Did you have a different strategy?
My strategy was basically the same thing, just work 3 jobs and just spam everybody. No, but I try to work a little smarter. I try to actually hop into everybody's live streams and get them to show my showcase on their stream to get a couple extra likes there. So I tried doing that. I basically hit up Twitter and Discord was basically the main ones.
Yeah.
Hey, I retweeted yours, the showcase Shill Shack. I mean, you were like the first one that I put out because it was the Kardashian showcase
one.
Yeah. I was like, this is the funniest showcase I've seen.
I just wish
tell us the
I could
story.
fill out the whole thing with Kardashian people on there, but I had to throw in 3 random ones from the certified. But
yeah,
at least I got most of them.
yeah, that was great. That was so good.
This is a nice MGLE. This was a challenge. So did you buy this or did you finish that challenge?
I just bought it. I saw those. I think I was like the third or fourth purchase for it, but I knew it was priced super low.
Yeah,
and I just grabbed it right away. I think I got it for like $2,000.
So this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones because Dingaling actually got the.
I think he got the number
one.
Yeah.
Yep. He was gifted the number. It was like right after he aped in and did everything, and then he like minted the number 1 for this one. Ding's my guy. Dingaling and I'm all about Dingaling. I love it.
Yeah, I literally just wanted to use that moment in a showcase, and I just try to think of whatever how I can use it, and then I just thought, well, he's with Jenner, and then I just said there was a whole row of them ready for that, and I saw that there was a meme out there that said it was like 5 of them that she was with. It was like an all-star team, so I just kind of ran with that, and then I created this from that.
I just love the name, the Kardashian badge.
Yeah, I loved it. It was funny.
Well, congratulations, Andrew. Are you ready to crack your pack and see if you can live up to what Tyler just cracked? That fire sheesh.
I am.
That fire.
And let's see here. And the funny thing too is I was in Hawaii on the last day, so I was up at 4 a.m. in Hawaii time till the closing time to make sure I had dropped from 35 to 49. I just had to stay above the last.
No.
Oh man.
That's funny. I was on vacation too the last day as well, so I was constantly I couldn't even enjoy the first day of vacation. I was constantly checking my phone.
Just on the grind.
Just gotta raid those streams. Just keep raiding the streams and discords. Just come on. That's great.
Man. All right, let's load you up. I don't think you shared with audio.
Oh, let's see.
We'll rerun it.
I learned that last time. There's a little icon that I can see.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. So your Suns fan. Are you in Phoenix or are you from there?
Arizona. I got the Booker over there.
Cool. They're gonna be good, dude. Everybody's like just totally disrespecting them in the West. I think everybody's like, "Oh yeah, the Lakers are just gonna roll."
I need to get out there. My fun fact: my youngest brother is actually out there in Phoenix now.
That is a fun fact.
I need to go out there.
It's one of the funnest facts I've ever heard.
So
you want me to tell it again?
Later.
Yeah, can you tell it again? Does the story end with you finding $20? Because if not, let's move on.
Plunge's fun fact is that he needs to go visit his family member.
Right.
I need to pay him a visit. It's been a while.
Well, maybe it'll help you out in that trivia contest in the queue, because apparently that's a thing. Top left, hit me with that audio.
Should I just do reveal all?
Yeah. Hit the
Oh,
audio.
psychopath! I
No,
love it.
Don't do it.
You
Don't do
don't.
it.
It's a psycho
got-
move.
got
Top left.
ears in the
Top left.
fridge.
Hit me with.
All right, so
Hit me
that's
with
Get
that
the audio.
audio.
Get the audio. There we are.
all right. I'll start.
So
I'll
it's
start
the
at the bottom.
showcase music.
So who are you shooting for here? Who do you want to see?
I want Curry's jersey.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Hey, it sounds like Roto Radar. Here we go. It says
Honestly,
let's make
anything
hold on.
but
Before
anything
we
but
do this,
DeAndre.
if his pack is higher EV than Tyler, I'll give someone here a Series 1 moment. So clearly Roto Radar missed the EV lesson. EV's the same, but if his pack contents are worth more, then we'll give someone a Series 1 moment.
Let's just start with
Appreciate
the
it.
legendary then.
Let's do it.
Oh God, here it goes.
Good luck.
Okay. Keldon.
Keldon.
Fast Slam
Keldon debut.
debut. A debut. Here we go. Big money.
Zion.
Is that
Zion.
a Zion?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
we
nice.
got a Zion.
That's a
All
nice
right,
one.
all right.
Zion.
TJ,
Yay.
everyone's favorite.
I had him in my speaking of
Burrito.
Roto Radar, I had him in my FanDuel lineup tonight.
He killed it. Everybody on the Bucks and Pacers.
Yeah.
I think I might be. Does that mean I won? We'll do this
You
later.
want a hollow?
I might have won some money.
Oh my god. All right, this is
Plumlee.
a negative EV
Okay.
pack just because he's in there.
Mason
No, it's
Plumlee.
not. Plumlee's the man. Don't
Zeller.
you slander me on that one.
Actually, I know his brother. Miles.
Do you really?
Miles.
There you go.
Yeah. He used to play here, and I had a friend who was friends with him, and I'd hang out with him all the time.
See, Chugs, that's a fun fact.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Ooh.
Oh man, Roto
Oh,
says he'll give $2,000 if it's a jersey number.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh man, Roto, you're killing me, buddy.
Ooh.
He
Is that
saw those
another
odds.
Zion?
He saw the
Oh.
odds before.
Jackson,
was a
that's
double.
actually a good dunk. Hit
Yeah.
the play on that dunk.
Yeah, I love
Play
that dunk,
Play
too.
that. Play that dunk.
Wasn't it like an assist or a lob?
No.
Oh no.
No, just tomahawk, like hook shot dunk. Yeah. His arm looks like Stretch Armstrong on that. It's crazy.
Go
Yeah,
Gadget.
he's a very long individual. Greg, do you ever have to play guys like that? Just like the longest dudes ever.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Trey. Oh,
Trey. Hey,
Oh,
Trey. So wet.
the wettest. The wettest. Nice, dude. Nice.
Very good.
Bort?
We got a Dort. Dort gold. All right. Double Dort.
Oh, we got it.
Double Dort. The double Dort.
Double Dort.
He's a
Double
good
Dort.
player, dude. Very good. All right. Conley?
Bojan.
Bojan.
Oh, Mitchell.
Oh,
No, no.
nice.
Ida. All right. This is pretty
Okay.
strong. It's picking
Yeah.
up. It's picking up.
I like it. I'm,
If he
I'm
didn't get
feeling
that
a Curry.
LeBron, it'd be pretty close.
I'm feeling a Curry,
Yeah.
dude. I'm feeling it.
All
I'm
right.
feeling a
Ooh.
Curry. I'm feeling it.
There's only 4.
Pack
I'm
gods.
feeling it.
Pack
Oh.
gods right here.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Before we go.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, never mind. No worries.
Miller. Oh,
Well,
Melo.
I mean,
There we go. Yeah.
that was one that I highlighted. It's a Hall
Trust-
of Famer. I mean,
This
Good
guy, trust the pastas. He called it right before it happened.
wow.
Nice. Nice. I saw his comment and I was like, oh, we should do a giveaway for like the first person to get whoever you pulled right.
Oh
I
man.
don't know what we'd give away, but assuming I won this this FanDuel contest, or I think I may have won some money in this FanDuel contest.
No
for real.
way.
I swear
Just
to
like
God.
tailing NBL.
Yeah, literally tailing MBL. I think. and I'm just out of the
realize
money
these-
in the.
I feel like these packs, you realize how back in February it was like mainly studs.
That was a
with
great
some
pack.
first moments. There was a lot of studs.
All right, so that
Dude.
Carmelo.
Awesome.
What did that Carmelo go for? Because this is going to be hard. So I don't know if Roto is doing the the value of the different packs, but honestly, like that Harrison is going to be the tough one to figure out because the value of your pack, I think Tyler, is heavily predicated on what you can get for that number 6 Harrison. But the Mellow Hollow is 3,500. So I think you probably. I think Andrew probably takes it unless you can make a compelling point that. Well, no, let's do this. Why don't we take this? We'll take.
I'll just
the
undercut
average-
everybody so he wins.
Fair enough. But I think that's a good idea. So everybody should win. I don't know, Roto. I don't know if
I think the Mellow Hollow, like he might retire. He could retire after this season. Like, and his moment library is done after that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think the Mellow, like, I'm not a personal, like, huge Mellow fan, but like, he's probably going to get into the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best scorers of all time. And it's a hollow of him. Like, does he have a series 1 hollow though? I guess he probably does.
He does not.
I bet he does.
For the win.
He doesn't. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
But-
You're right.
Oh, wait,
no,
that's a
that's
rare.
not true.
That's a rare.
No, that's a rare. It's his only hollow.
Oh yeah, that's his own. Yeah, you're right. Only legendary.
So this is his only hollow. This one?
Correct.
yeah, he's only legendary.
Yeah. So like it might be his rarest count ever. Like I like rolling with that with a Hall of Famer. So what do we have
All
with
right,
Roto
Roto,
right here?
Can I send you a StreamYard link? Are you like decent? Can you like hop on a stream real quick?
And somebody
And
was
we'll do
saying
something.
mellow with a rib in the chat, and that's true. They could do a run it back, but the run it back count is not going to be 99. Like it's going to be, honestly, like what was the first run it backs, like 275 or something. So the new ones are going to be 500 minimum probably. They're going to be a lot higher counts.
Oh, I bet they're not. They're like 1,000 or 750.
Yeah. They could be, or they could be like 2021 or some crap like that.
They'd probably do it with him on the Nuggets.
Or actually, the year that they're going to do, what is it? Like
05, 06,
2006. Yeah. So like,
I think
it might be
everybody's speculating
2000s.
like 06.
But yeah, so it could be 2006 count. Like they could do something like that, and that falls into rare, and it would, So again, I like the I weirdly really like the Mellow Hollow long term, but
All right, I am going to send. I think Sean, I'm going to send you the StreamYard link. Looks like if you want to hop in and give something away, let's do it. So hop in, and when you hop in, we'll do something there. So Andrew, Tyler, how are you feeling about? Like, obviously, you put in. It sounded like it was a grind. Like you put in a lot of work on this. You feeling good? Miserable.
I hated it every second of it.
I'm a collector, so I enjoyed. It was very relieving after the whole process. But it was I love opening packs, and this was a great experience. So I can't be mad at you. Can't be mad when you get a pack. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I mean, I missed out on the legendary drop, so this kind of made up for it. But I've hit every single drop because of this shirt right here ever since.
Yeah. Hey, Overzet's his. Do you own a man's coin?
I don't, but I've seen
Not
you
yet.
guys push it.
Not me. If everybody that doesn't have a man's coin is a potential future man's coin owner. So that's just the way that like you need to look at the world, I think. But so anyway, but hey guys, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being willing to wait. I couldn't imagine sitting on like that for as long as you guys did, even though it was only 24 hours or whatever it was. But
I was
congratulations.
number 50, so that was the worst. Just knowing everyone was basically getting it and then not knowing if I actually made the cut or not.
Right.
I thought I did, but it was really delayed. After they announced it, it was like half an hour after when they announced all the winners.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
Who was like who got first? Do we know?
Beebs 15.
Okay.
He had like 11,000 though.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a
know how
lot.
he did it.
I
don't
heard
know.
some people were using bots, but
How can you
I'll
use
let
bots
that-
though? Because you needed accounts, right? You needed like
Twitter.
Top Shot accounts.
Twitter was using Twitter was like auto replying to everybody, I think. To basically like they would send a message. I don't know if it was him or anything, but I
Sure.
heard people were using some bots.
There was some nefariousness. That
Yeah.
we ran into that
Bad
like, for the
actors.
first minute the first minute not that long ago. Did Chugs fall off? I just didn't even notice that he fell off.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm back. I'm back.
You're so integral to the show that I just didn't even notice that you were gone.
I know, right?
But Tyler, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to pull you guys off. But have a great night. We love having you around, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank
Well
you.
done,
Thank you,
guys.
All right. Bye. Those are
Fun
fire,
pack
dude.
rips.
Those are fire.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Can't do video. Yeah. So hop on, Roto. I sent you the StreamYard link. If you just want to do mic, that's totally good. And we'll talk through what you got. And this is what we call organic marketing. Because I didn't even know that I wanted to play DFS until today when Sean like popped into the there's like a special content creators portion of the Discord, which is not really a secret, but it's just like where people collaborate on a variety of different things. And he was like, I've got some vouchers for this stuff. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So I entered my first DFS contest tonight. And it looks like, to be honest, it looks like I want like a free, he gave me like a free entry. And I think I won $80.
Nice.
I just checked my,
same.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just checked mine for the Top Shot contest, and I saw that I'm like as close to the money as you can get. I'm like 1 or 2 points out from the money, and then I look at the money and it's 15 cents. So a real roller coaster right there. I thought I was getting at least a pack, and it's 15 cents, which sounds like just a hassle to even get.
So
That's awesome.
how many points do you need to get? Because like I saw my score, it's like 270
Mhm.
something, and like the top is like 470 or some crap. Like I had like two guys that basically were duds for me. But
Right now it's
where can you tell?
276.
Like 276 is what gets you money.
At least right now.
Oh,
I think it
Giannis had it.
changes.
Well, yeah,
We
had Giannis.
three-
That's what was the game.
I'm 3 points away then from getting some kind of money. 3.
You know who's going to be
18
really
cents.
though? You know who's going to be really sad on this? So MBL. So for anybody that doesn't know, MBL, Mike, MBL 267. He's in a chat with all of us, with Andy, and we just chop stuff up. A lot of it is like just stuff that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But then also there's other things that we have like very profound discussions. It's a blast. It's easily my favorite DM on Discord. We have a group of just the 4 of us that we talk about show stuff and everything. But like Andy and MBL at that is like, it's a joy. It's a delight. It's wonderful to talk to these guys. And when MBL's I got this voucher thing to like enter this contest, and I also needed to make a lineup for the NBA Top Shot thing tonight too. I was like, I literally don't know anything about DFS or like how to like. I pay close enough attention to what's going on in the NBA because I'm in Top Shot, but I'm not like following DFS level who's doing well, who's in and out, like strategy wise. I did read something from the Own the Moment guys, which was super helpful, talking about like, basically if you're just shooting for the number 1 spot, like you need a very unique, specific lineup as opposed to something that's going to be shared across all blah, 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 blah. And one of the things that MBL said was, I had Jokic in there, but I took him out because he's maybe going to sit. And he was like the 3rd highest scorer tonight. So I think with like 60 points too. So there is a very significant chance that he could have been very close with that as well. So we're just waiting on Sean from Roto. I did send it, Sean. I don't know if you're I got it. I sent it to your Discord in DM. And actually, so fun fact, Sumis, you can't buy me gigabit internet. It's literally not possible. If it was, I would buy it. I literally cannot get it. It's it. That's it. So any questions for the chat before we bring Sean on from Roto Radar? It sounds like we're going to do a little giveaway. Anything from folks that you have questions about, or things that you want us to give our opinions on, or whatever else? Sean's not here yet, or else I would. No fiber, just horses. That is true for anybody that missed that. They were running today. They were running around the corner, man. Zed Run gives you a different perspective, you know? It's just, it's like,
We're on, by the way.
This is beautiful.
We're on.
We're on?
You said in 30 minutes, I think.
Oh. Sneaker Dad, Wisconsin's not a shithole. You're not in the right places in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Yeah, that's coming hard. Wins GeoGuessr. Good question. We might do that at the end if Map's around.
Never again.
What do y'all think about base set packs unopened? I think I couldn't do it. I understand why people do, because there's resale there. Let's say that your $9 can turn into $20 or $50 or whatever else is. Greg, this one's for you. What do you think about the MGLE Cole and Embiid challenges?
I haven't even looked at them.
Good answer.
I can give a semi-serious 2 cents on that. I honestly think that challenges right now, a lot of people think that they're, this smart economic decision. Like, it's very clear that they're not in that regard. It's a free roll at a good cereal on potentially a good player, but like nothing more than that. The ones that are really interesting, but unfortunately you have to have the money to really play it, are the hollow ones, because you could theoretically get the rarest moment of a particular guy. Like, that was a big reason why a lot of people were all about the Halliburton one, because you were getting like a 40 something count Halliburton in his rookie year. Like, that could in theory become like the top, most valued moment for that player if he became something. But in general, like the MGLE, like I think LG even said it on a podcast or something before, like it's kind of like, at least from challenge standpoint, like it's this tweener, scarcity amount that like it's kind of like the middle class in anything. Like, it's just it's the one that gets overlooked, right? It's the middle child of Top Shot. That's not to say that there aren't individual ones that are, worthwhile and everything, but it's hard to really get compelled to get involved in an MGLE challenge, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
Yeah. And I think that this sort of speaks to some of that as well. Like, what, I think in general, the stuff that they're doing now with, or the most recent challenge, like giving people a mechanism to circumvent the collect this thing that won't have any value after this thing, is probably a good move. So what the curious part of this is, like, I have no qualms about set specific collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, it's a throwdown thing. This is what we priced the pack at. The economics of that will play out based on rarity and those types of things.
Quality.
Like, and the cost of the reward is commensurate with that. The challenges that are broken are the ones that require common moments, because those common moments aren't worth shit except for the challenge. And when you pick things that aren't valuable beforehand, and they have no reason to be valuable, and you inflate them to have value in a very specific use case, and then that use case goes away, that's the resentment factor. So when we're talking about like accessible challenges, making those things predicated on the things that you've already collected or amassed, that is a super fucking smart move. Super smart. It is still okay for us to have the same dynamics of the MGLE packs or the throwdown packs, or excuse me, the challenges, MGLE, Seeing Stars, whatever else, like rare packs or even common packs that require you to collect those moments if they have a very particular specific scarcity, because people are smart enough to make choices around that. But it's when they have no inherent distinction or differentiation that like there isn't a reason that you would have that Will Barton or that TJ McConnell as a collector, unless it just like happened to be in your account. Or you were a Pacers fan or whatever the case is. So I think that's my opinion. And I think that they're exploring ways to do that, and they will continue to iterate on it because that's the stuff that keeps people engaged. And I don't know if you guys think the same, but that's sort of, that's my 2 cents.
I really like that they're trying something new. And I'd like to see them keep doing that. And I don't know if you guys want to hear it, but I've been a huge fan of the challenges in tops, just in general. The dynamics.
I want to hear it.
Yeah,
kick them off. Kick them off. This is stupid.
No,
go.
The dynamics a little different. So the things you collect to complete the challenge, you actually burn, but you can complete that challenge as many times as you want during the challenge window. So, for instance, if I complete it once, burn my cards, you get a pack, and that pack comes with either 2 more cards, or if you do it, there's 2 different challenges, a mini and a jumbo. The jumbo comes with 4 cards in that pack. So say you get the jumbo or whatever, and you immediately are like, I don't like any of these. You can sell them and do the whole thing over again.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
You may lose a bit of money, but you're not necessarily stuck with what you got. You can go and try to flip it again in order to run the process over. So to me, something like that is interesting. The other thing is, the mint count of the cards in that pack beforehand. They're all pre-minted. So you're getting whatever of 600 of those cards. So the scarcity, you have a better idea of what you're getting out of it than you necessarily do with.
Is it capped? Like, will they only?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it capped? Can only 600.
The challenge can be exhausted, basically.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And it could also be exhausted if there's no more commons to be burned, right?
Yeah.
So that could be an interesting concept. We're gonna make this. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, what's cool there is you're burning the commons. Those commons could then, like, what if those got really scarce all of a sudden somehow?
So that happened. So there's somebody who's collecting some stuff that that's in one of these challenges that's getting burned. So that person is doing quite well for themselves at the moment.
Did that actually happen? It came to fruition?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Is his name Meg Gurry?
It's not. No? Don't say anything.
Okay. Don't say anything. Okay,
it is me. It is me.
It is I.
Meg Gurry. It is not.
Meg Gurry.
Someone scoops. We're not going to pull the Andy Overzet overshare. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So with that though, there's lots. I think people are tired of hearing we're in a beta. There are things that you don't need to be in beta to iterate with. And I think that's one of them. Like, they don't need to have, like, here's our challenge playbook and that's it. And that's what we're going to do. Like, they should continue to, like, regardless of we're in beta or not, they should try weird shit. And they should throw it all at the wall because, like, the surprise and delight stuff is really important. And I think, Taylor, to your point earlier, and I want to reiterate it or have you reiterate it, but, like, expected versus unexpected matters a lot, I think, in keeping people engaged.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I like what Greg said. I like these challenges where it's sort of choose your own adventure. There's like some guidance, some rules. I think it's clear that Top Shot's, like, their infrastructure needs some work, right? Like, there's a reason they're having us do a showcase with a hashtag. It's like, for someone that's worked at startups before, it's the biggest startup hack on the right. Like, it's so obvious. It's like, yeah, challenges can't really support some things where it's not a predefined set of moments. So if we just make a showcase and use a hashtag, whatever, so-and-so will write a SQL query and we'll figure it out.
Exactly. Like, that's exactly what's
so
happening.
Obvious what's going on. So they have some room to
someone
grow,
with a spreadsheet that has to figure this out on the back end.
Yeah. I think and I want them to experiment, but it's clear that, like, the infrastructure for challenges seems to be pretty, like, strict. So it might be some time before they can try different things. I like all these other ideas about being able to burn moments essentially for a reward. It really sets up, like, a two-sided aspect to the challenge where you can be playing the game or you can be playing the other game where you're like, I'm going to sabotage this and scoop them up and just watch them all burn, and then I'm going to hold 100% of these moments. And I think that like two-sided aspect of it gets super interesting, where now there's like multiple strategies and there's like different sides that you can take. I really like that. And there was one other thing that I'm totally blanking on right now. Oh, someone mentioned it here in the chat. Can't really find it. Someone mentioned putting the challenge rewards in a pack, which I think is really interesting. I tweeted about it from like an experience standpoint, where like, it'd be cool to open a pack and it's this big event versus just like airdropping a random shitty serial number into your account. But not only like the experience, if it's in a pack, you can watch as people like rip theirs open. You can still track to see like, has the number one been pulled? And like the longer that goes without someone pulling it, the more exciting things get. And if you have a future where you can sell these packs, now there's like the value of that pack. You might get someone to overpay for it. Someone might underpay. Like all these really add up to just like surprises and making the game of Top Shot more interesting and not so like just
linear,
a clear game that everyone's doing the same thing pretty much, and we're all just going through the motions.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So, any final thoughts, Greg, Taylor? I know that both of you got to run. Sean's in the wings, so we'll bring him on to chat. And Chugs and I have a horse race here in a few minutes. It sounds like.
20
anything
minutes,
else that
baby.
you wanted? 20 minutes, awesome. Anything else
Yeah.
that you guys wanted to make sure that we covered tonight?
I don't have anything.
No?
Yeah, enjoyed talking.
No.
to you.
Cool.
All I got to say is I
Cool.
got to hire one of those people we had on to raise some awareness for this newsletter. It's like, shit, I thought I was doing marketing. I got to get one of them to I could triple my signups right
Kill it
now.
for you.
Yeah, for anybody that's not following Minted Moment, not Minted Moments, Minted Moment .substack.com. That is Taylor's newsletter. If you're not subscribed, you should be. Greg Murray on Twitter, same as the thing here, with the sexy graphs. Loved the throwdown one, by the way. Loved it. It was fantastic. Yes,
Thank you.
it was
Appreciate
the visualizations. You're an artist. You're a data scientist too. Like you're a data guy, but we know you're an artist. That's what it's all about. So appreciate you guys hopping in. You're free to leave. You're free to stay, but we're gonna bring Sean here, and sounds like he's got something to give away. But I have some questions about FanDuel and fantasy sports in general that I might have to ask him here. So you're free to you can stick around. We'll talk to you guys soon about Top Shot stuff later on, though.
I'm gonna
All right,
pop off.
take
All
care.
right.
You guys.
See you guys later.
Later, guys.
Sean, how's it going?
Sean.
Doing great. How are you guys doing today?
Better
Good,
now,
good.
dude. Apparently, I won some money in this contest.
That is
so
awesome.
were you on earlier when I was explaining what I like my strategy, which wasn't really a strategy?
No. I actually didn't catch that part. I know that you said that you were riding coattails, so you had me. You had me
totally.
really curious. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I had mentioned this before. So Sean, so before we jump into this, who are you? So that we can introduce you to the chat, and then I'll explain sort of how we got connected.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Sean Pfeiffer, man. We launched Roto Radar. I launched Roto Radar 6 years ago. It's crazy. It's been a whirlwind. To pursue daily fantasy sports is my full-time job. Used to work for ESPN and then Fox prior, ABC before that. Worked in a lot of different media companies and decided that, frankly, there just wasn't a lot of money in the media. So I was making more gambling and betting on sports than I was working for those companies. So I jumped in head first, thanks to my now wife. She gave me kind of the push and the leap to jump into this and pursue it as my full-time gig. So fast forward 6 years. It's been a heck of a ride, man. It's been a lot of fun, but that's what I do. I watch sports for a living and bet on them, and provide obviously content across all platforms.
Yeah, it's funny. So I just opened your Twitter account and I just posted it in the chat as well. So my real account, like my real person account, I've been following you for like a really long time.
That's
on
awesome.
Twitter. And I don't interact
great.
with anybody on my other Twitter, and frankly, I don't even use it anymore. But I was looking at it and I was like, yep, I've definitely, and I haven't been like involved. It was more like fantasy sports betting stuff than anything. But I saw your when I was looking this up earlier, I saw your profile picture and I was like, I remember that profile picture with your wife wife and kiddo.
Yeah.
So I do want to apologize though from Atlas here. I feel like I plunge-splained you, Evie.
Oh,
it was
you're
just-
good, man. Hey, put me in my
After that.
place. Put me in my place when it comes to Top Shot. I'm all ears, man. That's y'all's world. I focus on daily fantasy sports, right? So there you go.
So I'm curious with that. So like now, obviously, with this partnership that Top Shot has with FanDuel,
Sure.
and obviously, like you've got some connections with FanDuel as well.
Yeah.
In general, like what does this mean in the grand scheme of like where Top Shot is headed? I think probably less important to the overall business model at FanDuel, but like Top Shot in particular with partnerships, like what does this mean? Is this just the beginning? Is this like we're going to see this consistently now? What's your take on that?
I think we will. I think we're going to start seeing this on a relatively consistent basis. I'm good friends with a lot of the higher ups over at FanDuel and talk to them on, I would say, a pretty frequent basis. They are jazzed. They are stoked about this partnership because there's such a correlation between the demographic with NBA Top Shot and with FanDuel. It's people that like betting. It's also people that have a rooting interest in the NBA. And it's the crossover of just fandom / people that are looking to make investments, whether that's in the fantasy space or in the NBA Top Shot space. So I think the relationship made a lot of sense logistically. And I'm really glad that they made it happen when they made it happen, because I think that the timing of this before the playoffs is going to help Top Shot tremendously. I think that this is something that, obviously, as you guys always say, this is not financial advice, but I would assume that this is the writing on the wall that things are kind of turning the corner, right? And I think that this relationship is going to be one of many that are going to follow suit after. Huge fan of FanDuel, huge fan of the guys over there, and I'm grateful that they made the collab and the partnership. I think it made so much sense for so many different reasons.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I think with this, we're going to see this not just with fantasy, like daily fantasy stuff. We're going to see this with all sorts of different things as well. Just collaborations and brand activation type stuff where if you do this, you're also entered this. Like, I made the joke a while back about like a Wheaties box, like, hey,
With a QR code.
right? Like the QR code. And obviously like with an 18+ product, it probably needs to be a little bit more situated towards adult entertainment things in the grand scheme of things. Cause you don't want to, piss off, Miss Housewife with XYZ thing. And you probably wouldn't get a good ROI on a Wheaties box thing anyway. But liquor, like, Budweiser sponsorship.
Yeah.
Hey, save. I mean, how many? Think of all of the activation stuff that, like Barstool and Pardon My Take, like podcasts and the Joe Rogan Experience, like all these different brands have a vested interest in doing things with companies that like are working towards particular things. And I could totally see that 100% where, it's, hey, we've got these entries into these contests. You saw that with Pat McAfee today, right? Like this is going to be the norm. And, once they start funneling the marketing dollars and the marketing talent for, that's a big part of this too. And the relationships that the marketing talent that they have brought in at NBA Top Shot have with a variety of different, very, very large brands and the people that consult and advise them. There's going to be a lot more of that type of stuff, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think that this is just the beginning for that relationship and for other future relationships like you were talking about. I'd be shocked if we didn't see more contests in the coming weeks. I think that you're going to see. It's
going to be like a nightly thing. I was saying this before, like, and I'm not sure if you hopped on at this point, but like they have saved a ton.
10%, 10% of
like
just
10% of every drop, every single drop. So I mean, and it's like not an insignificant amount of these things. And how many? I don't even know how many. I know that the total value of the packs or whatever was something like 17 grand or whatever tonight for the free
It's a
play.
lot. And FanDuel put up
Yeah.
a lot of their own money for the contest as well. I think that they put up, I don't know, like $20,000+ roughly. I'd have to go pull up the contest in front of me, but I know that they made this a free roll, so to say, for all the people that didn't make it into the top whatever place it took to win a free pack. Right. So they actually gave away a lot of FanDuel cash as well.
And that's awesome. I mean, I'm looking at the leaderboard here, and they gave away 5 legendary holo icons, which were the same packs that we just cracked. So, you know, it could be a couple grand worth of like the value in those packs is probably more than $1,000.
No doubt.
Which is, and then the Rising Stars packs at $199 each, and it looks like there's like 15 of those, 10 of those, and they're like $200 a piece. So if you're looking at like, okay, they held back 5 holo icons for a single contest and like 10 Rising Stars packs, it's going to take them a long time to burn through those, and they're minting more rare packs and legendary packs as we go, right? So this is like, they have a huge inventory of this stuff, and assuming that they're not just going to give those away to all of the customer service issues that they have, like, which is possible, I guess, but it's unlikely. I've seen their business, I've seen their operation. But anyway, yeah, I think this is the beginning. So Sean, and just in like you're in the content creators channel in Discord, which I didn't know until like today. Did you just get started doing stuff with Top Shot?
No. I've actually been
around. I just haven't been paying attention.
I've been in the creative. So that's actually funny that you asked. So we had as soon as Top Shot. Well, I'd say as soon as people in the daily fantasy sports space caught wind and really started trickling down and word got out. I think it was around mid-January. I jumped headfirst into this thing and said, you know, this is something that I want to be a part of, right? It makes sense. There's so many reasons why this investment makes sense. I bought a ton of packs and jumped into it. Very grateful that I did back then and wound up, you know, making mistakes like I'm sure all we did, like all of us did, right? But anyways, wound up holding a lot of those. And we were doing like NBA Top Shot After Dark streams because that were super late at night, like 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. And honestly, the reason that I was doing them is because we had
Australians.
I wish that it actually made that much sense. I can't do anything during the day because of everything that I do with Roto Radar. So as far as like streaming or anything else, and I have kids as well. I have 2 amazing daughters. So like after the NBA lock, it's kid time. And then after the kid time, it's, you know, time to sweat out the games and watch the rest of the slate. So for me to actually do any sort of content for NBA Top Shot, it was basically in the middle of the night. So anyways, we did it for a little bit and wound up, you know, building a lot of interest. And really, it was just me talking about stuff that I was excited about and passionate about, and just having some fun in the middle of the night, talking about Top Shot. We have since kind of gone away from that, just because, again, there's just so much work that we're putting into everything on a day-to-day basis. It was almost impossible for me to keep up with doing the Top Shot stream in the middle of the night every single night. But we're still, you know, occasionally we'll fire it up and do it. But that's how we got contacted. Roham actually had watched the stream. He had reached out to me and said, hey, you know, fan of the stuff that you're doing with the DFS side of things and crossing the DFS demographic over to NBA Top Shot. So we had kind of built that bridge and been in the content creator channel for
Discord.
a couple of months.
I have been very inactive in there. I'm like, my Discord life is very weird, right? I'm like in a ton of different Discords, and there's a handful of them that like I participate in relatively frequently, but I'm in a lot of them mostly so that people can bat phone me. Like, hey, if I need a bat phone plunge, like I can get him, right? Like I'll see it. Like if you're in a Discord where I'm in the Discord and you at me, I will 100% see that notification. In fact, I still haven't figured out how to turn on the at notifications for like at here's. So like I still see all the stupid announcements and all these different Discords. It's like, oh, hey, like there's this thing like that we already know because everybody else is like I've already got notifications on Twitter. So stop sending me the at here channel. Anyway. so when I see that, or like someone ats me in one of those things, I always pop in and it's just like, all right, let me read 10 messages above to figure out where I'm at, and then like figure out where I'm, like just hop in and just go with it. And someone will keep me in if I miss something.
No, it was honestly, it was one of those things. Like today, I wanted to jump in just because I wanted to do what I could to give back to the community, because I knew that it was a big day for FanDuel and for Top Shot. I'm honestly not as active in there as I probably should be either, to be honest.
It's cool. It's cool. And this is the type of thing too, like, you know, if if you're around for this type of stuff, like you could be our DFS guy, right? Like we do this every Thursday. If this turns into the Thursday night thing,
bring him in.
Like we might have to keep bringing you in and just get your expertise on it. Because I don't know. I literally know nothing, but I tailed someone that made me $80. So that's a good thing.
That's fantastic. So is MBL, is he a DFS head or just a basketball head? Is he how did
basketball head?
Okay.
He might be
Knicks
into DFS. I don't want to speak for him, but he's a big basketball fan, huge Knicks guy. So he knows his way around the game. But and I think he knows enough about DFS. I don't think he's like way in the weeds with it anymore. He may have been.
Sure.
But he knows enough to be like, okay, I know that I have to have a super, variable team on this one. Like, doesn't pay to be, with the masses on it. But so you're gonna have to help me figure this out. And like whether or not I did well. So I know I finished in the money, but is it rare to have a 0 and still finish in the money? Because that happens.
No, actually it's not. It's very, very not rare. It's very improbable for that to happen. I would say, especially in GPP. So you're playing in tournaments. GPP is short for guaranteed prize pool. If you're playing in GPPs, the chance of you cashing with a 0 is very slim. Who was your 0? Was it Gary Trent?
Yep.
Yeah, Gary Trent was extremly popular. The Raptors were depleted tonight. They didn't have anybody. Pascal Siakam was out. Kyle Lowry was out. Fred VanVleet was out as well. OG Anunoby was out. Basically, the entire roster was out. So everyone in the industry played Gary Trent, Malachi Flynn, then a couple of other Raptors, right? So it was one of those situations. I got really lucky on that sense, and maybe not luck, maybe skill. I don't know. It's up for interpretation. I wound up fading Gary Trent because he wasn't ruled in the starting lineup before the game, and it kind of left me with a bad taste in my mouth, just thinking to myself, why would they not start their best player in this game? He wound up getting the coach's DNP. It worked out, but like, I'd love to sit here and say I knew that he wasn't going to play, but clearly I didn't know that he wasn't going to play. He just wasn't in the starting lineup before the game.
That's really funny. I apologize that I'm listening in. I'm like trying to get I have another computer up and running because I'm going to share the Zed stream that's going to be trash here in a couple minutes. Chugs and I have horses that are running.
You want to watch a race with us, Sean?
Dude, I would love to watch a race. You know what's funny about that? So my wife, I'm not even kidding, this is a true story. For Mother's Day, this last weekend, I got her a horse from Zed. That was her Mother's Day present.
That's a pretty good Mother's Day present.
She's huge into horse racing, and she's starting to get very versed in the NFT space. So I was like, man, this is the perfect way to make all this work. The ironic part about that statement, we have not bought the horse yet from Matic. We haven't done it. So we're still kind of shopping around and figuring out exactly. I got a glue stick. I got a glue stick.
Can I interest you in my glue stick?
I got one I could sell you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we could definitely talk. I'm not closed-minded to it. I'm just not versed on Zed almost whatsoever. So I can't wait to watch with you guys.
Yeah, go ahead, Plunge. Pull up the screen of just like the just showing who's in the gates and stuff, because we've got the race. It's got a live countdown on it, Sean, and we're at 3 minutes and 37 seconds to jump. Well, and at about a minute, it'll like flip into the actual, if you click watch 3D.
So you can win actual like money by racing.
Oh yeah. Right? There's real purses, and the entry fees can be as little as like $2, and they can be as much as, I don't know. I've seen like $25 entry fees, which I mean that's you're like winning several $100s. Oh, okay. So like
they have some they have some monster races in the high end.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, but my favorite thing about about this though, that, like every race has obviously like 12 different horses in it, and sometimes the pallets get really, really like consistent. So like there was a race the other day that we were watching that it was like literally every shade of bridesmaids dresses that you could imagine. It was like blush and like tan
Cream,
and mauve
champagne.
and cream and champagne and all these different things.
That's awesome.
And then there was one that was like all just like super, super dark and stormy, like dark blue and like amethyst and all these different colors.
So
it's
how often
so
do you
fun.
guys? How often do y'all race? Like how many races do y'all do a day?
So if you pull up the Know Your Horses tab,
Okay.
I've raced I got 5 horses at the Terra drop, which was last Friday. And
Nice.
I've got one that I've raced a lot. I've raced him about almost 40 times now. This is the one that's in this race. That's Plunge's horse. My horse,
40
I
times
actually
in
have
less than a week. You've raced him 40
you
times
can
in less than a week.
You can race.
You can
up to
you can have
three-
them in
You can have
3
3
races at a
races
time.
queued up. Yeah,
What?
and they could literally race like minutes apart from each other.
Oh, this
Um,
could be a real problem if I got into this.
Yeah, and you're
Oh, man.
entering. I mean, you're entering races for like $2 to $5, and if you win, you win $20 to $38 or whatever. But if you don't, you just re-roll again and just
So
you know.
cool.
But
So
This-
cool.
my
this race
horse,
that we're
my
running-
horse has been good, so I'm hooked.
It's one of the
What's your
beautiful
horse?
things about NFTs, right? Is the utility
Treasure
of them,
hold.
right?
Yeah, like this is fun. Like I bought
Yeah.
this NFT, this horse NFT. I can race him. I could breed him. I could turn around and sell him to the highest bidder. Like, I could do whatever I want with him.
Yeah, I
But-
think that's one of the coolest things about just NFTs as a whole is you do have that utility. You have the functionality to be able to do other things outside of just collect them, right?
Right.
You can do
Let's go
more.
watch 3D
it's
because we're like a minute
it's
out.
very, very like it's very likely that this is going to be a totally trash stream because
Feed.
of my internet.
Okay.
So just be
Oh,
just be
God.
aware.
Should I share my screen then? No, never
If you
mind.
can, in
My
40 yeah.
for some reason Chrome like sucks ass on my.
So which
Mac.
horse are we racing? What's the horse's name?
So I'm number 8, the Baltic Fire. It's green, and Chugs is called Treasure Hold. Chugs, what are we betting? Are we betting anything?
on who's gonna win this between me and you? God, this is choppy as shit.
You gotta lay me some
I hope
odds
this-
though. It's super choppy.
I haven't
Yeah.
checked. I purposely don't want to check the race odds because this is my first class 3 race, which like Sean, to fill you in real quick, like there's classes, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the lower the better. And I've been
Okay,
at
this is gonna
4
be
forever, and this is my first
Link
race
in the
at 3.
chat. I will send the link in the chat.
Yeah, if people want to watch it separately, because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, for anybody that wants to watch it, it's like mine is trash.
I'll pull it up. Are they on Twitch?
I don't know if they're on Twitch live, dude. This is pain.
It's scuffed. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I
I'm
did drop a
watching
link
it on
in
my.
the
I'm
chat.
watching it on my phone. I'm watching it on my phone right now. We'll see if
Yeah.
we'll see if this guy.
So,
We'll see if
right
my
now-
guy does anything. My guy
Showdowns in the
treasure
front.
hold. My guy's in gate 9. Baltic Fire's in gate 8. Both of us are lagging right now, but my guy makes a move at about 600 meters to go. Usually, like he's lagging right now, bad. Like 800 meters. He's kind of pushing. Oh, this
man,
is
Baltic Fire
this is
is
crap.
This is
We got some.
it's
red
crap. I'm really
Showdown.
sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
it's,
I
did
think
get
it's. What's the name of y'all's horses? I think it's up on
Dude,
Twitch.
Treasure hold. Okay, Treasure hold's making a move. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Okay,
He's
let's
hanging.
go pink
He's
horse.
hanging. Baltic
Let's go pink
Baltic
horse.
Fire's falling back. Suave Mauve,
Yeah,
baby. Don't you
Baltic Fire
forget it.
sucks.
Come on,
Come on,
man.
pink
He's
horse.
in third.
Come on,
He's
pink
in
horse.
third right now. Come on, fucking go.
Oh, look at that
Let's
12.
go.
Look at that
Let's
12.
fucking go,
Kick
Treasure
9.
hold. 200 meters to go.
Kick
Come on,
9.
kick, you
Kick
fucker.
9.
Let's go. He's in second. 100 meters.
Kick, you
Come
fucker.
on. Oh, blind luck, you piece of shit. Get out of here. Oh, did I get third? I think I might have got third. Did I get third? Oh, I got third. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Get paid, Treasure hold. Woo. Yes. Fuck yeah. Suave Mauve, baby.
this is
Look at
awesome.
this.
Oh, photo.
Got
finish.
it.
Love
Treasure
that.
hold. Get paid. Get paid. Where'd Baltic show up at?
Way back.
Oh, 11th out of 12th. At least, so the funny thing here, Sean, is when you're racing these guys, you basically want to either win place or show, or get like dead last. Because if you get dead last, you'll move down, you'll like lose points and potentially move down a class, which means you'll then be racing against inferior competition. So like the ideal breakdown is basically a boom or bust horse.
It's
the worst kind of horse to get.
Breakdown.
Yeah, the worst kind of horse is the one who finishes like 4th to 6th all the time, because it's basically means like he's not terrible, but like he's not getting you paid, and he's not really, he's not going to move down a class to where he can race against, shitty horses. So
that's
my guy's pretty decent.
So the horse that I'm pulling up right now though his name is Steph Curry, and it's like a dope ass horse, and it's got like an almost perfect U-shaped distribution.
No fucking way. So you were actually able to get your hands on a horse named Steph Curry, and there could never be another.
No, this is not mine. No, full disclosure, this is not mine. This is someone else's. Yeah. But it's used as
gem, though.
Yeah, this is like the perfect distribution of placing. So you want essentially the same number of firsts and lasts as possible, because you get +4 points for your rating for every win, and you get -4 for every last place. So it's essentially like, this horse is in 4, the same class that I'm in, and it's won.
Show the ROI on him.
Yeah, it's stupid. He's won 3.5 ETH.
65% return. That's crazy.
Just like a dumb number. It's a totally dumb number.
What's
There's
like
a handful of horses like that.
Good win percentage for your horse?
Great question.
I think pull up mine. I mean,
like 17%, 20%.
20%. I would say 20% win is pretty freaking awesome.
Really
it's
good.
Pretty good.
If you're showing,
15
he's showing 34% of the time as a show. Like my show right now is pretty damn good. Like a third of the time I'm getting paid basically with my horse right now.
So cool.
Like that's
so when did
good.
you guys get in on this? Because I know that y'all were early
last week
for Top Shot. Last week.
We didn't know shit about it until last week.
All right, so I still have time.
Plenty of time.
So
Plenty of time. Yeah. Now, one thing that's really cool is
hold on. I saw Quad in the chat. I just sent the StreamYard link in Discord, so you can come in.
I'll bring him on.
Talk.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he knows
he can explain this way better than I can.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's so cool.
One thing that's
so fascinating.
One thing that's going on right now for this weekend, because the Preakness is this weekend, they're doing this auction where they're auctioning off a bunch of 1/1 NFTs of like actual moments from the Preakness, like winners, basically, like the clip of like Secretariat winning, or like Smarty Jones or American Pharaoh, whatever. But with that, if you win that auction, you also will be given a Z10 Genesis horse, which, like, needless to say, it's a horse that like you just can't buy right now. Like the Genesis horses are dropped from Zed Run. You can only buy them there, and then once they're all released, like that's it. The only new horses to come after that will be ones that have been bred, like they've been created by users. So they're gonna give the winners of these auctions a Genesis horse, and it's also going to come, I think, with like an exclusive like Preakness coat, like a color or whatever that only comes from that. Like there's a lot, and this speaks to kind of like the interplay that the possibilities that you can do with just NFT products and physical leagues and races and other things. Oh, there's Quad.
Yeehaw.
Cowboy Quad.
What's up, boys?
Quad. So my stream is so scuffed. Can you share instead of me?
Yeah. I got you.
Can you pull up the Preakness NFT thing? We were talking about this.
I will.
So Sean, yeah, we're brand new to this. We lucked out on the drop, both of us. And I'm with a group of guys that like there's like 20 of us that have put money into this, a couple $100 each or whatever. And there's 2 of us that are sort of managing the stables. So like we got all the links and like participated in the drops. I did it on my mobile phone. Who says that? Mobile phone. I did it on my iPhone.
My mobile.
And, just lucked out with it. And I was telling someone this before, like the drop itself was sort of messy, because if you were in any of these communities and in any of these discords, like all the links got posted, and it was like Like there was
Everybody
no
knew
proprietary
when
link.
to
Like,
get in.
everybody
Yeah.
knew every single link to these things. So if you weren't in on that, or you weren't in a community that was talking about it, or you weren't connected to people on Twitter that were talking about it, like, and you only looked at your email and you only had one link, like the odds of you hitting on your 1 in 12 link were super low. So yeah, it just sort of is what it is, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I hope that they learn their lesson on the next drop.
Yeah, absolutely. This Preakness and Zedrun NFT collection looks super interesting. Really
You can
does.
actually get like
the
a
trophy,
horse,
man.
Actual,
That's
excuse me, not the
insane.
horse, trophy.
How
Like an
much do you
actual
think that
physical
these are going to
trophy.
go for? The one-on-one, the one-on-one, the
That-
one-for-ones.
This trophy
Woodland-
is amazing. So yeah, let's go
That-
to it.
What's it at though? Like pull it up. 'Cause
It was at
like
12
45 grand. It was
Yeah,
at
it was at
45
12
grand
ETH.
last I checked.
And side note, so for anybody else that, for everybody in the chat, like I'm not going to tell you to leave, but we're probably going to talk Zed for most of the rest of the time that we're on. So if you were just here only going to talk Top Shot,
For Top
we
Shot.
have reached the end of our Top Shot programming. Other than I think we need to do a giveaway. So Sean, I know you had mentioned that you wanted to do something.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
before we dive headfirst in, I just realized we should do that so that we can dismiss anybody that doesn't want to
Yeah.
stick around for Zed
And-
Talk.
And if you are upset about it, you know where we are. Follow us on Twitter, DM us, whatever, and we'll try to help you out. Just don't ask any stupid questions. That's it.
There's no stupid
Yeah,
questions.
so-
Oh, Plunge says there's no stupid questions. Okay,
Just dumb
ask
people
whatever
that
you
don't
want.
ask them. Anyway,
All right, so let's search
no,
by.
before- no,
title
but stop.
level.
stop.
We
We're not
got to
gonna
get
do
a
NFT.
giveaway. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
We got to
Giveaway.
do something.
Yeah, I got you. I
Give
got you
some
guys.
shit away.
Hold up, partner. Hold up, partner.
So let's
Yeah.
do this, guys. Let's do this for the chat for these guys. They're putting on such a good show and doing such a good job of providing you guys with so much content, from Top Shot to NFT advice. Obviously, we're talking Zed right now. So let's do this. Let's do a series 2 moment for just somebody randomly, and I'll send it from my account.
Okay.
And you guys do not have to. You don't have to gift a sub. You don't have to do anything like that. But I want to do something special for you guys. Somebody who gifts a sub in the next 2 minutes. So in the next however many. Well, let's do 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Somebody who gifts a sub in the next 2 minutes is going to win a Series 1 moment from my collection.
Heyo,
Pretty good ROI on that.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Series 1.
yeah, just we'll leave it open to everybody that's in the community right now. So Series 2 randomly. You don't have to sub. You don't have to gift a sub, and then we'll do a Series 1 for somebody that gifts a sub.
Dang. Well, that's wildly generous. So we're gonna have to put all these names in the chat. I think. Can I do this on Nightbot? Can I figure that out? Or are you keeping track, Sean?
We can. Yeah, I got the chat open here on the right hand side. If you
Okay.
guys want to pick the winner, feel free. I don't need to pick the winner. It's up to you guys. It's y'all's stream.
I think-
so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you get to pick the winner. So
Okay.
so I'm looking at it. Easy Name X. Thanks for the subs. Drew Way 2K, TS Bash Barty, Caruso, Sergeant Stogie, awesome guys. Caruso again a bunch of times. Macabeard subscribed at tier 1. Thanks, my man. JBooz 33, awesome. Dr. Foger, Kawaisenberg, nice gifted tier 1 sub. D Power V4V, awesome guys. Professor Chaos. And again, remember that all these subs will be split 4 ways, and it might have to be 5 ways if Quad keeps coming on to change our dynamics with this big Cam Vine. So I guess Sean, as these are coming in, what's your favorite Series 1 moment that you own?
I have really lucky to be able to get my hands on this moment. I have a Jokic Hollow Series 1.
The handles? Is it the
Sexy.
handles?
The handles, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Hollow
Freaking
Series
love
1.
it.
That was, I am just, so we lived in Colorado for 5 years before we actually bought a house here in Houston to be closer to grandparents when we had our second child. But we used to live out in Colorado. So we went to all the Rockies games, we went to all the Nuggets games, and watched Jokic when he was young. And there was the battle between him and Nurk, for the center position. Obviously, they picked the right center between those two. But it has a really special place in not just my heart, but like our family's heart. We just love him. Not to mention, I really think he's going to win the MVP this year. So
he's definitely going to win. Isn't he like minus
wanted-
1,000 at this point?
Yeah, the odds are, and he just had another crazy game tonight. So I think he had like 30 and 14 or 15.
He had a really good game.
Yeah, but
so
no,
fun.
that's the prize possession in my
Hey,
collection.
look,
Oh, man.
Plunge.
So
Well,
we just hit a hype
let's-
train too. Apparently, I don't know what that means, but it
We hit a
sounds
hype
good.
train.
Hype. Hype.
Yeah, we hit a- I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
All
It
right, so
means
let's
is
do
a
so
hype-
many
what does a
people
hype
are
train mean?
gifting subs that
Well,
you're on
let's
the
just
hype
keep
train
showing.
now.
Let's keep showing the love and support, guys. So as soon as this hype train expires, I'll announce the Series 1 winner. I'll announce the
Heck
Series
yeah.
1. So
Love
as soon
that.
as
That's
as soon
awesome.
as the hype train expires, we'll announce the
Okay,
Series 1
and
winner.
Sean, you're picking. Is that? Can you pick from the people that have
Sure,
gifted
sure.
subs?
Yeah,
Or
whatever
do
you guys
to
want to do. If y'all
Okay.
want to pick, I
I
can
would.
pick.
I would
whatever
love for you to do it.
Okay.
I would love for you to do it, and then we can do the Series 2 one. I can have Nightbot run and do like a randomizer for we'll pick a
Nice.
word to type in
Yeah.
the chat, and we'll put that in.
Perfect.
The
McBeard,
hype train's
this is
already over. Like that's how
Oh, really?
fast they got through. No. That's a good thing. A hype
Oh,
train
what?
is when you start a hype train. To end the hype train, people have to give subs and stuff. That thing
Okay.
ended
Oh.
so fast because everybody just dropped subs on your forehead. Plunge.
Well, okay, but it still says there's 2 minutes and
Sweet.
47. No, but it's at 207%.
Yeah, I'm seeing the
Oh,
same thing. I see
unbelievable.
2 minutes and
Unbelievable.
27 on my end.
Absolutely crushing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great community.
So I'm gonna go.
Love these people.
Yeah, thank you everybody. Big Cam Vine,
Fuck yeah.
Trust the Pastas, Politicos, 1, 2, 3,
And your
8 Rova,
chest. Great Caruso.
Easy Name X, Solid Ricey Games, nice. Oh, and Lesbian Panda 666. Thank you for getting back to me on my whisper because I still have to send you the Kobe jerseys that you won because I totally missed that you sent me something on Twitter. So Atlas Shrugged, awesome. Thanks. Deep Florist, thanks for the sub. This is kind of fun. This is what a hype train is. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Hype
Plunge,
train.
play the intro. You know what, Sean? Have you ever heard our intro?
I actually caught it for the first time today. I'd never
All right,
seen
we're
it
gonna play-
before. I'm a
We're gonna
fan.
play it again. We're gonna play it again. I don't care. I don't care. No sympathy. Don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry.
Just epic. So epic. That intro, we need that. I need that for Roto Radar. We need to get in
If you need,
contact.
I know a guy. His name is Caruso's
Yeah.
Missing Hair. He's in the chat, and he's a fantastic audio producer. And his services are worth every penny.
That's-
Caruso's the goat.
He's the guy. I will connect you with him in Discord. He's
that
a
was
man.
epic.
All right, so I think we should. So, what do you want to do first? Should we do the Series 2 one first? Let's or do you want to do the Series 1 first? Up to you.
Let's do the Series 2 first. Let's do the
All right,
Series
so
2.
we're gonna do Nightbot. So we're gonna make this open to everybody in the chat. So what we're gonna do, Sean, do you have a word that you would like us to key in on?
Let's just do Roto. Let's keep it cohesive,
Roto.
right?
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody that hits Roto is going to be entered and eligible to win a Series 2 Top Shot moment from Roto Radar CEO Sean Pfeiffer. Any relation to Michelle Pfeiffer?
She's the ugly cousin. Yeah, she's the ugly cousin. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. No
Love
relation. I've
Love
only gotten that, like, I don't know. I figured after 20 times of getting asked that, I might as well start having fun with it. So I started
Yeah.
having fun.
No, I love that. I love that. All right, we're up to 61 eligible users here. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. And like every single one of them is a subscriber, which is awesome too. That's
There
so
you go.
funny. You guys are the best. Thank you everybody for participating in that lovely hype train. It was my first. They say your first is always the best. But you know,
It'll always
hopefully
stay with you.
it'll always stay with you. Yeah. At least my first this time I wasn't wearing a cast, so that's a good thing. That's a story. I'll tell that story sometime. Not on stream. But
I can't wait to hear it.
I'll tell it to Chugs and Sean. You can. Yeah, I'll invite you into the plunge. I'll invite you into the Plungeon Discord, and I'll tell it there.
Awesome.
The Plungeon Discord.
Looking forward to it.
All right, here we go. We're gonna run this. Everybody, Roto. We're gonna run this here. All right, I'm gonna give everybody 5 more seconds to type Roto, and then we're gonna roll it. All right, here we go. Flush 634 was the winner. Flush 634. Awesome. Flush 634. Can you hit us in the messages with your Top Shot username so Sean can gift that to you?
Yes.
Flush 634. And I'll be able to see the message. Nightbot's kind of cool like that. It like shows you like who you picked, and then it like shows their messages. And it's almost always like, oh yeah. And then it's like, you're okay. Like, give us your username. What's your username? Flush 634.
Yeah, quit being excited.
Stop being excited, Flush.
Yeah, give me your shit now.
It is rigged. I agree. And while we're doing that, can Claude explain those elephant-looking figures?
Oh,
In the glass.
Those are an artist called Kaws, Kaws, and he makes figurines. Then he also does like canvas paintings, and they're like really expensive. But no, the figurines are collectibles. I really like the artist, and so he actually has a new drop Sunday night that I'll be trying to grab one. But yeah, they're not elephants. They are. Actually, I'll just grab one.
They kind of look like.
I was
That's
gonna.
a great username.
My follow-up question was going to be if Quad got in on the Comma Gang drop, the thing that you sent. Oh, what is that? It's like Michelin Man meets like Swamp Thing, or
it's
creature
called
from
Chum.
the blue.
His name,
Chum.
they're Chum, and so yeah, it's from his What Party edition.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I got a lot of cool collectibles.
So did you buy a Comma Gang? Sean, have you seen Comma Gangs?
I have not.
Dude, you're gonna share.
Before we do this,
you want me to pull it?
yeah. So for anybody that has their
Disclaimer?
children, anybody that has their children in their
It's
room,
11:00. You should not.
yeah, you shouldn't have your children in the room for this.
Wait. Oh no. Oh,
I'm gonna look it up. I'll look
Did
it
you
up.
buy it?
We're gonna go into this.
No, I did not buy
Watch,
that.
hold on.
What did
No,
I
this
just
is
walk
so-
into? Guys?
It's a
No,
weird. It's
just
a weird.
you
vibe.
gotta see. You gotta see.
just
this.
wait.
Okay. I'm
wait.
sharing. Okay. Yeah.
What in the actual fuck is this?
It's art. It's art.
It's art.
It's
art.
NFTs.
Okay.
It's Meebits. It's Meebits doing it.
How much are these things going for, guys?
We're gonna look. So
It's
I don't
right
know
now. It's
where
the
they're at
level
right
at.
now.
It's at
Oh
0.1.
no.
What level
I
are they
think,
at? Are
I
they
think it's
here?
at 0.19. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Wait, they've sold 250 of these.
So look,
Sure.
the last one is gonna be 69E.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's ridiculous.
This is so dumb.
253.
This
Oh
is so
my
dumb.
goodness. The fact
Yeah,
that
it's
250 plus people have purchased this just tells me
So-
everything I need to know about the NFT.
250 of it is Pranksy. It has to be.
Watch, look
Yeah,
at
right.
this is on OpenSea. You can see like all the ones that are out there. I think right here. There's
The best
some
question
idiots.
is which one of these is Dingaling gonna get?
I mean,
All of them?
Come on, man. This is
I'll
ridiculous.
have to ask him.
Look at
I'll have to ask him.
Dude, I love that dude.
Yeah, he's the best. He's so good.
He
He's so
really
good.
is.
All right, so
I
we don't.
mean,
We
what
probably.
is
we
this?
probably I feel like we're gonna get like banned from Twitch for showing pornography or something.
This is NFTs. It's cartoons.
This
All
is
right,
nowhere
we'll-
near as bad as the hot tub streams that all the girls on Twitch
We'll-
are doing.
Could you
Drop
imagine?
it. We'll drop it.
That's the future. Is the Meebits or like the Comma Gang hot tub streams in the
Oh.
metaverse?
In the metaverse.
That's what it's gonna be about.
I mean, that was an experience.
Oh my god.
We'll just never go back there again.
So anyway,
We'll just never go back there.
Flush
So you bought
634
one,
won
right,
that
Quad?
series too. I did not yet.
I'd say Quad.
You're gonna
He
mint one.
He's like,
That's the best
he's
part.
like,
Because if we
I'm
mint
in a
one-
couple of them.
So we
Oh,
gotta
it's a
wait for
random position?
Yeah.
Yes, it's random. It's purely random.
So you could buy one of the 253 that are on the market. It's a lot like the Meebits, like where you you mint
you
it.
just don't know
pay
what
the
you're gonna
money to
get.
mint it.
You
don't
could
know
get a
what you're gonna get.
standing 69. You could get a
Dude, you could get
What
some
is the-
crazy.
You could
What's
get
the
an
most
Amazon
expensive gonna be? Like what do you think? Like
the helicopter.
What's the
LeBron
LeBron
James
James Series
exactly.
1?
I think
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be two non-humans
Amazon.
for sure. Or actually, I don't want to get too controversial here, but I think interracial will definitely hold the highest bid. I think interracial.
like
Whether it's a
zombie
purple
alien?
person and a green person, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
No, I think
definitely
I think it's-
interracial.
I mean it could, yeah. I mean
What
we
stream
could,
am I watching?
I think it's probably not going to be animals. So let's just throw that out.
No, there's no animals in it. They're all people. There's no
Right.
animals. Come
So
on, man.
maybe no
Why don't you get your head
animals.
out of the gutter, dude? We're talking comic book.
You
So
said
I
it.
said, can I ungift my sub? I don't want to be associated with this.
Sorry,
all
Armin.
right.
26. Okay, let's
All right,
shift
back
gears.
to the Preakness.
Let's get back on track.
Okay. So we
Okay,
have one
anyway,
more moment to give away. Sean,
Oh yeah, we do have one more
series
moment, Sean.
Did you get the username from Flush here?
I didn't, but oh yeah, I see it on the screen.
Dirk Norimsky. I
So
also
that's-
sent it in the private chat.
Fantastic. I'll send over those moments here while we're
These
live
are
on there.
amazing.
All right, let's give this one to. We're gonna give a series 1 moment, right?
Yeah.
Gonna jump right into it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's give it to Trout_Hammer. Trout
Hammer.
Oh,
What a
I
name.
love that.
_Hammer. Got
Did-
it.
is
Deep
this a
Hit-
big MLB fan?
We'll
or-
raid Amaranth after. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
All right, Trout_Hammer. Yeah. Hit me with Trout. Hit us with your Top Shot username.
Yeah, and for 50 subs, we'll write your name on our body.
Oh man.
If someone gives 50 subs right now, I will write your name on my forehead in Sharpie.
Oh no.
I will eat
no.
this hat. Give 100 subs, Quad will eat his cowboy hat.
Oh my god. Such a
Do
simp.
we
Such a simp snooze.
Quad, do you
Where's
have
it?
any races, by the way? Like
No.
You're just holding
No.
your brothel. You got a brothel.
Yeah.
You're
all
Trade
primed
all-
and ready to go,
Oh
right?
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, when breeding opens, man, so much more sex.
So much.
I'm ready for so much more sex. It's unbelievable.
Incredible.
We need to
I'm gonna
get
have,
we
like-
need to make sure Sean is well equipped by the time breeding starts.
Yeah.
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 No, it's gonna be amazing. I think if someone gives you 100,
100,
wow.
you gotta buy a common gang. Ooh boy. We need it. I regret.
Oh
I
my
immediately
gosh.
regret letting
Yeah.
the world know about that.
I feel like that
Immediately
violated some
regret it.
terms of service and stuff.
I just want to know how y'all found that. That's what I want.
How did we find that?
Yeah.
Plunge, you
Who sent
dropped
that?
it in the Discord.
I did, but I don't know.
It was
Someone
you.
sent it. I didn't find it like spontaneously. That was not something that I like. So it was in
Caught
someone
on
else's
Twitter
Discord.
from
Yeah.
somebody else.
It might have
or
been in
something.
Squanch Land. I don't know. In Wade's Discord, there's a channel in there that's just like wild.
There's another
incredible.
project that Arsenic bought one of that's like crypto like junk or something like that, where it's like
Yeah.
a punk, but then like their junk is exposed.
Oh no.
Mm,
Like
that's weird.
Oh no.
That's weird. That's very
you imagine?
very weird.
Get banned from Twitch. Well,
oh my
hey,
gosh.
so Sean, you're welcome to stick around if you'd like. We're probably gonna
Sure.
wrap things up here in the next like 10 or 15 minutes with some final pony talk. If you want to hang, you're welcome to. Otherwise, feel free to duck out. But I appreciate all of your time and the giveaways. That was like totally unexpected,
Of
and
course.
it makes this type of stuff like super fun to do. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll head out, guys, and just want to give you all a shout out for all the work that you guys are putting into the NBA Top Shot space and also the NFT space. I know that there's a lot of people that need the information and feel blind by what do I approach and how do I approach it, and you guys are kind of helping lead the way and navigate. So appreciate you guys helping.
Not financial
and
advice.
Yeah, not financial advice, of course, but happy to help out where I can, and look forward to talking to you guys in the future.
Yeah, thanks
man.
for coming on, man.
Awesome. Some love in the chat from Matt Master. Roto-Rider is the shit. So, all right, man. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Absolutely.
Oop, I always do that. I always cut him off.
Cut him off early.
I'm the worst at that. Dude, he is so cool.
Yeah,
I
he was
like
super
him.
cool.
I liked him a lot. It was my first time ever talking to him, other than today, like in the content creator thing. So, but yeah. So anyway, Quad, Preakness. Let's finish talking Preakness stuff.
Yeah.
And then let's go.
So, I think I'm sharing.
And for someone
go.
else that asked earlier, like, who does Plunge remind me of? Like, my voice is Jonah Hill's voice. I just look a little different. So
100% Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
100%. That's what it is.
So the ones there's a couple different auctions. The ones that I don't think are done that well, to be completely honest with you, are these. And
zoom in just a little bit.
So stupid. God, so stupid. That's it.
So at first, I thought you were getting a Z1 Nakamoto because it's Gainsborough Nakamoto, but really you're getting a video representation of the Gainsborough color. Okay. And it comes with an exclusive Preakness race coat skin unlockable. So you can put this Preakness skin on one of your race horses, but it doesn't come with a specific Preakness horse. The ones that come with a Z10 with a Preakness skin on it are these special edition like moments, right? So this right here, these are like finishes, photo finishes and things like that in the Preakness. So like this is Secretariat from like the 1973. There you go. So
those are interesting to me.
Yeah.
Those are, that's the interesting
yeah.
part
And
of the
so
auction.
these come with a Z10, and to be completely honest with you, there are a lot of affordable ones here with 3 days left. I think these numbers are going to go way up, but like point 3, like that's the going rate for a little above the going rate for an unraced Z10 on the open market right now.
It's more than that. And so I mean, it's 2.2, isn't it?
Now,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a little bit above, but it's got a special.
I forgot you're the king. 0.11.
Quad, do you know?
For everybody.
Yeah.
Quick question. with this.
Yeah.
Do you know if the horse that we get, like, let's say you won the auction and for Smarty Jones, are you going to get a Smarty Jones, like Z10 called Smarty Jones? You know what I mean?
Let's see what the description says.
Because that would be dope. Like if you got Secretariat
there's got to be horses that are already named those things though, right?
Like bred ones that were bred.
That's a good question. Yeah, there probably is. I'm guessing you're just going to
get a rando Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're smart, they'll name it after something.
Don't you get a skin?
It has this skin.
Yeah.
Yes. So it includes a Z10 Genesis racehorse attached to an exclusive Preakness race coat skin.
Right. So it'll be a special horse regardless.
Yes, correct. Now
it'll look special at least.
Best thing here is this right here. And I think this is going way higher. And right now, King Beaver Shot, which if you don't know who that is, that's the guy that sold Billions for $125,000. And so what this is, it's a 1-of-1 NFT of the Woodlawn vase, which is what you get for winning the Preakness. And it comes with a physical replica with 105 ounce made out of 105 ounces of fine sterling silver. So each year when the Preakness goes off, 3 people get the replica: the owner, the trainer, and the jockey. And so like this is the first time they've ever made a replica for anybody outside of those 3 people for the winning horse each year. And so like I really think that this one's going to go 25 ETH potentially.
It's going to go hundreds of thousands easily.
For anybody that doesn't do conversion,
it depends on
just under 4,000 a piece. So 25.
It depends on how much of the horse people get into this, right?
Yeah.
That's
I've
the
got
biggest
one buddy.
thing. Like,
I've got one horse buddy who like into real horses, owns like part of a racing syndicate and all. He's really into Yeah, that's what I mean, their official word or whatever. They are really into this. The funny thing though is they're like, I want to get this vase the right way. Like I want to race my horse and get it. So there is a part of it where those kind of people might not really bite on it. But the other part that's in here too, you get 2 VIP tickets to the next year's Preakness also as part of it.
With
like all
final
kinds of,
stretch.
like
so
perfect seats. So like there's a lot of bells and whistles that come with this thing, and it's with all the limited edition ones. They come with 2 VIP tickets to next year, on top of the Z10. You know, like this is stuff that, like, let's be real, guys. Like we're not in play for this kind of stuff, but
you know from your buddy, like they're like $100,000, $200,000 is nothing in horse racing terms.
Nothing. That's why I think I wouldn't be surprised if this one, specifically this one, got to be like hundreds of thousands of dollars for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be like $1 million, but like it would probably be hundreds of thousands. I would expect.
God, it's a gorgeous trophy.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
I mean, just like, so it's designed by Tiffany.
Yeah.
You can't hear that music, can you?
No, you must not have been sharing audio early on.
Yeah, probably not. It's incredible. It's got like this like theatrical, like the Masters type music. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Any of y'all got races?
I signed my guy up for a race, but I mean he's not going to go on for a while. I just signed him up for a 1,200 meter.
Snooze, you're gonna see the digital Preakness. So like the start of the digital Preakness is the Atari Racing series that they're about to release here. I would say probably within the next month. That's like not based on anything the team has said, but they've like advertised the racehorses and stuff like that. So Atari is essentially going to be running a weekly series that like you'll be able to race in during the week, and then they'll have like championship races for the weekly series on the weekends, and like that's the start of like whatever the prestigious races in Zed start out to be, right? So like the Atari series is potentially like the first prestigious racing series in Zed, and then you'd have like the Atari Championship would be like one of the like, triple crown of digital racehorsing. And so there's like it's so new, right? Even though they've been around 2 years, right? This is like drop number 5, and really, in terms of like their I would say like relevance in the NFT space, they've been around for like 2 months. And so like, there's so much stuff to do. 5 years when Zed runs on cable. I don't know about cable, but I do think you're going to see it streamed like a lot. Sure. Especially I think the biggest thing is when the first sports book starts taking bets on it, that just opens the floodgates.
Game over. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because it's considered provably fair. Which is something that like a lot of regulators look for. And so because of the algorithm, they'll be able to prove that
more fair than
it's fair. Exactly.
It's probably more fair than
there's no doping.
There's no Bob Baffert unless you had one of Bob Baffert. Yeah. They got to upgrade the tracks and visuals.
Oh, Snooze. If you saw the old visuals, like I wasn't there for it, but somebody posted a video yesterday. They're like, oh, hey, by the way, just remember this video exists. And it's from like 6 months ago. It has gotten so much better, and they're only going to get better.
It's like a Sega Saturn, like PlayStation 1 graphics.
Yeah. It's only going to get better.
Go ahead. One of the things that I wanted to bring up though, about the simulation of the race that we were talking about before. In the Discord. So this is a heartbreaker for a lot of people. So the way that they do, and this is all like baseline understanding. I do not have like deep knowledge of how this all works, but at a surface level, what is happening in Zed is that they simulate 10,000 races of all of the participants within that race, and they choose at random one of those simulations to be the race and the outcome of the race. It is the outcome of the race and where the finish positions of those horses are. So the dramatization of that is not second by second, where was this horse in relation to every single other horse in the race? So every time like we were watching and Treasure Hold was way back, He's like, "Oh my God, come on, 9, come on, 9." He climbs from behind, like,
Right.
nope.
He always kicks at
That's
400 meters.
fake. Like, he doesn't always kick at 400 meters because that's fake. Like, they're not, there's not enough computing power to like simulate all of those permutations. It's literally
He just didn't
the
have
finished
he just
positions
didn't
of
have
the
enough
horses
track.
is what gets
He just-
simulated.
Yeah.
He just
didn't
needs
have enough
more track.
He needs another 200 meters. Like, no, that's not. It doesn't matter.
Nope, that's not what happens. So for anybody that's like
Just
thinking to themselves,
devastating
like,
for
"Oh
me.
man, I'm learning about my horse and how it works." Like, no, that's
The
it's
odds.
it's
That's what you got to look at.
it's the results of the
Yeah, it's
10,000
always the
sims, but
odds.
it's not it's not like if it's a 2,000 meter race, it's not 2 minutes worth of like second by second. This is where every horse was in relation to each other. It's just the finished positions.
Yeah,
So, hey, look who we got.
it sure is
have,
fun to
uh,
watch anyway, though.
Oh, map.
Hey, Map, man,
What's up, guys?
what's up?
So,
Oh, there
so
we go.
Sneaker Dad is going to get his way like 99% of the time. If by the end of our stream, you are around and willing to stream GeoGuessr, because I love it too, and it's like the most fun thing in the world. So, for anybody that is new or doesn't know Matt Master, he goes by Matt Master on @MattMaster_TV. Jeremy or anybody else in the mods, do we have Matt Master's like? There we go. Nightbot command. He has his own Twitch channel that he streams on, as well as his Twitter account that he lets people know when he's streaming. But he streams GeoGuessr. So we're gonna do a couple rounds before we sign off, if you're cool with it, Matt.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do we want to do it now?
We
Yeah.
don't have to watch this.
Go
Just
ahead.
Ducky's. So this is the $6,000 race. So
let's
right now
watch
they're
it.
only like running one a day. Yeah. So Ducky is in this one,
Let's
which
watch
is
it.
like probably the most famous horse in the game.
Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky Mellon.
Malin.
Yeah,
Malin.
it's Malin. You gotta
So
say it
class
Australia.
one.
Ducky Mellon.
Is he?
That's not how it sounds.
Okay.
What is he? What is he? A Z?
Oh
is he
yeah,
a Z?
class one.
Z4 or 5.
Yeah, here.
Okay. You're gonna get some good camera
There you
action
go.
here.
It's right there. It's Z4.
He's a
Sabo.
Z4.
Switch
Genesis.
Jabba.
Let's twist that camera there.
I will say there will
Freaking-
not be any map at the end of next week's stream. I will be in Vegas. So
Oh,
Nice.
if anyone's in Vegas and wants to
All right,
shoot
all
some
right.
race with me, let me know.
Yeah, I will not. We might not have a stream next week. We might. I might need Quad to do the
You gonna be out of town?
production side of things. No, I'm working. I've got like a 10 to 10 shift for my customer. So
Oh.
Come on.
we gotta.
All right, he's taking
yeah,
off with him.
We have to.
He's
'cause
taking
the
off.
playoffs.
Oh,
my God,
look at
there
that
he
horse.
is. He's making his.
Look at
move.
him kick.
Oh my god.
500 to go.
Yep.
Jeez, he's
Oh,
getting
there's
it.
some
Is he-
good horses in
Oh.
there. Berserk is a good horse.
Ooh,
Man,
Power's
there's a
coming
bunch
up
of
though.
horses.
Sticking with him.
Yeah,
He's sticking with
Power's gonna
Oh,
take
he's
him.
sticking with him.
Power's
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
take him.
Oh man.
Power's gonna take
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Ooh, look at that guy go. Power's got this. Power ain't slowing down. It's
Uh-oh.
it. Game over.
Uh-oh.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a wrap.
Oh, nice.
Oof. What a beast.
That's a
That's
speed
a
horse. He
monster.
always-
That's an
always
absolute
kicks-
monster.
He always kicks it. It's 400. 400. He always kicks it 400.
so good. Map also doubles at Cirque du Soleil.
Like that's so ridiculous.
Jesus. That is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, it's just a stupid U shape.
Look at those.
And look at the
Averaging
odds.
6
Good
odds.
grief.
Like averaging 6 odds.
Yeah, that's
Like,
unfair.
that's so filthy.
But look, like
Oh.
it's what's funny.
Look at that profit. 7 ETH.
Yeah, that's insane.
And again, ETH is almost $4,000.
Yeah, so that's
So 28
What?
grand.
28 grand. Yeah. Jeez.
That's
Stupid.
But look, you can't and look, it's proof though. You can't necessarily buy your way straight into that success. I know for a fact I was in the
Yeah.
same race with one of Dingling's guys, and his odds were literally 2.5 to 1 to win the race, and he got like 10th. And he was like,
Here's-
I'm gonna have to sell this stupid horse. I'm like, your odds were 2.5. Like, good grief.
Look at
Holy hell.
all the money that he's made off breeding Ducky.
Jesus.
And most of them are his horses.
Yeah.
Like he won't let people stud with him because he's such a good
Yeah.
horse.
21.
I mean-
Dart. Yeah, ridiculous. Just
He was on
absolutely
the other night. I was
Has he
watching his
produ-
stream, and he
No.
was like, "Go ahead."
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, has he
No, I was gonna
produced like big winners too? Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
Darth-
gonna say
You got
Yeah, Darth Ducky's
Ducky
a
on
big
the
one.
Barbie, Darth Ducky. I'm Ducky on the Edge. I mean, with like all of his names just say Ducky in them, and they all are good. I think. Maybe that's the thing. I'm gonna name one of my horses after Ducky
trick
when
somebody.
I breed. No. Just because I think you just put the name Ducky in there, and the game's just like this horse has
The
to be good.
algo. Yeah, the algo just picks it up.
All right, Matt Master.
Time for
All
Gio.
right, you ready?
Time for Gio.
Let's do it.
Let me get all these
And
wrong.
Sean, I just sent. I see you in the back. I sent it there. No, his Trout's username. He texted me on the side. Is at Trout.
There we go. All right. Do we want to do one round with the chat with that casino map again, and then we could do urban round? All right. So this one we'll do. I built this map. So for those of you who are new, I built this map. It is literally every single casino in America. So if you know where it is, go ahead in the chat and we'll play this one together. Let's do 2.5 minutes per round, and let's start it. Oh, this is a fucking potato camera.
Oh,
Well, does anyone know where this is?
Ooh.
Middle
Iowa?
of nowhere.
What? Can you scroll it? Can you zoom in on that sign?
It's not going to be helpful with the potato cam.
Jesus.
Venom saying Idaho. This is not very
Anybody
helpful.
been to this casino?
This feels northwest, very flat. Well,
We have 2 Idahos.
I don't hate Idaho.
Nah, there'd be mountains somewhere at some point, right? For
Everybody's just
Idaho,
saying
like,
Idaho because you said potato cam and Idaho
Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah,
That's why
they're-
everybody's saying Idaho.
there
Now
would
we're
be
getting 2
there would be
Nebraskas.
this is like Kansas or some shit, or Nebraska or
Iowa.
Iowa. Or,
I
yeah.
like Plunge's Iowa.
This is breadbasket.
Iowa's a
Did I
shit
say
state.
Iowa?
Iowa?
That looks like a shit state.
This is
All right, where-
Yeah.
flyover breadbasket.
Somewhere
Where in
somewhere
Iowa?
outside of
Give
Des
me a city.
Moines. Somewhere outside Des Moines, like west of Des Moines.
No
Left.
mountains
Yeah,
anywhere.
on
Flat
I-80.
as-
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Flat as hell.
No, that's too urban.
It was Nebraska and Rosebud Indian Reservation. It was actually North Dakota.
No,
Or
Dakota,
South
one of the
Dakota.
Dakotas.
Don't
Barely on
Google
the South
Rosebud.
Dakota border.
Hmm.
All right, next round.
Yo, I got it. Ooh, that's green. That's
Green
lush.
grass.
The
There's
berms
the
look like
grass.
Florida.
Are we in like
Berms
Mississippi
look
or
like
something?
Florida. Kind of that Gulf, kind of like green grass, kind of scraggly.
I was thinking Mississippi too, but this looks very Tunica-ish. But I'm sure there's a bunch of
Louisiana
these
in
kinds
the
of
chat.
places. The only casinos in Louisiana though are like by the coast, or in New Orleans, or like in New Orleans.
Georgia.
Uh,
No idea. Baton
on,
Rouge. I
Baton
like
Rouge,
Mississippi,
Biloxi.
Baton Rouge.
Oh, Matt, you know
Alright.
the answer to all these, don't you?
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
so we have
so-
2 Biloxis. Do we want to go with Biloxi?
Yeah.
Biloxi. If we're not close enough to water, but that's, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah, we're not
rules.
close enough to run.
I don't think it's a coastal casino. I was
Alright.
thinking for Mississippi, it'd be North Mississippi, which is
Like
like
Harrisburg?
random ass, like like Philadelphia, Mississippi, like outside of near
Hattiesburg?
near Starkville, like North Mississippi, but
There's no
where the
casinos in
Mississippi's-
Tennessee.
It's like mountainous though.
Yeah, Philadelphia. Well,
up here?
Philadelphia is flat, but
Boonville?
well, there's like Lewisburg, there's Philadelphia, Mississippi. It's past Tupelo.
I can't
Adrian
say I
Fl-
know where Philadelphia, Mississippi is.
Yeah, I can't see,
Just
and I
plonk
can't
it.
see the map. Close
Is
enough.
it in Metropolis?
I'm just randomly guessing at this point.
Off to the left, Cherokee, Cuckabee, where
that
it's
the one
flatter and there's less green.
It's
Out to the
not
right.
that. I mean, Memphis is right there. It's further.
I'm just gonna plonk it there.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're off.
Iowa.
That was Iowa.
That was outside Des Moines.
Where was it?
Another
Wild
Another
Rose
bread
Casino and
basket.
Resort in Iowa.
Yeah, Edger
Where
and
the
Flash
green
was right on
grass-
that one.
There
where
are
the
Why
green
not
two.
Midwest?
grass grows.
There are two casinos in Tennessee. They are the Harrod Cherokee Resorts. I learned by doing this for the people.
How many
Harrah's. So
casinos
this
are
is
in
a
America?
Harrah's. This is
There's
a
a Harrah's.
Harrah's.
Yeah.
All right.
How many casinos in America, Matt?
Nice
I-
and sunny.
Oh,
Wait.
I knew
Zoom
it
in on those
exactly a week
trucks.
ago. About 800.
Zoom in
That's
on
a
those
lot of-
trucks. Okay, Aramark. That's not helpful. Garden State. Is that New Jersey?
Yep.
So,
New Jersey,
so
Atlantic
somewhere in
City.
New Jersey.
Harrah's Atlantic City.
It seems like kind of in Atlanta City more like there's stuff everywhere. Like this seems secluded, but
Yeah,
Good.
isn't there more trash on the ground in Atlantic City and walking around?
isn't there like a woman like
Just
with
go
a
to
thong
Atlantic City.
and
Plunk it.
cigarette?
It's gonna be close.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Find the Harrah's.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Where is the Harrah's exactly?
Has to be AC. Definitely not AC. I love the chat.
I mean, you're not going to get it exactly. So, no,
That
it's
sounds
Harrah's,
great.
Philadelphia.
Ah,
Damn, it's Garden State. That was a red herring.
You're right across the border from New Jersey. Two more.
Yeah.
ooh,
Oh,
it looks
what
like a
is
Popeyes.
this?
Oh, that's
Isle
Isle of Capri.
That's
Isle
gotta
of
be
Capri
Mississippi.
Casino.
with the steamboat.
It's coast, right? For sure. Oh, is that what building is that? That's not. Wait,
Is that
Isle of-
Cincinnati?
No, Biloxi.
Yeah, this would be
Ride
Ride
KC.
Is this on the river? This is on the river. It's along the Mississippi River, probably.
Kansas City
So-
bus. Kansas City.
Yeah, go see where.
Kansas City?
Kansas City. Yeah.
Well,
Kansas
go
City
by
along the river.
KC and somewhere along the river. In there. Yeah, there's river everywhere.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Sounds like we got both moments to winners.
Nice.
It's right there.
Boom.
It's the Isle of Capri. They changed their name. Casino KC. It's the Isle of Capri, Kansas City.
The old one. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. At
Wow.
least we got
And
one
again,
right.
For anybody that's
Kiowa.
liking this, or this
Oh.
is your first foray into this, I'm gonna go ahead and post Matt's socials again.
This is like an Indian casino out in like Montana or some crap,
Oh,
right? I mean, it's Kiowa, but not like South
Wait, hold on.
Carolina Kiowa. Like
Your only hope is if you're a degenerate and have been here, basically.
or you
I
know
mean-
what Indian group that is?
I'm just thinking of like Yellowstone, the show,
Quinoa.
like
Quinoa
Indians.
is Quinoa.
Quinoa? It's a Quino.
And he
The
got
son
I'm guessing
Nebraska,
Oh, man.
Oklahoma.
I like Oklahoma. I like that.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
Good,
New York, Philadelphia, around the world.
Panhandle, Oklahoma
It's gonna
City,
be a
Tulsa.
big nuts. Oh, Venom. Hold on.
West.
Hold on. No, Devil, Oklahoma. And he
Oh,
highlighted
Venom
it.
TV. Venom TV coming with the heat.
Where's Devil?
Where is Devil? Are we north southwest of Oklahoma City? Come on, Venom. Help us.
Well, Sneaker Dad has been here.
He's been
100%
Whoa.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Where in
Where-
relation to
where in
OKC though? Come on, man. Where in?
Well, yeah, where's
where,
Okay, I know it's Devil. Where
Where
is
is it?
Devil?
where in relation? The Devil is in Oklahoma.
I was gonna say.
This chat sucks. Tell me
Southwest.
where Devil. Southwest. Okay, there we go.
Southwest. I'm just gonna plonk it.
Close enough.
64
Southwest
miles.
Oklahoma.
Ah, yes, because people need Devil. Yeah.
Hey, all
There you
right.
go. Perfect.
There you go.
Few
Got
summary.
it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
All right. All
That's
right.
fun. All right.
All
Urban
right.
World.
Urban World.
Let's do it. And then I got to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm good for one, and then I gotta hang it up too.
All right. Let's do it. Let's see if we can. Last time it was insane. I think we were a total of like 30 miles away in all of our guesses. So,
Holy hell!
okay. This looks like
That's
Estonia
like
or Finland. This is Finnish. This is Finnish.
They
Yeah,
use
this
just
is
regular
Finland.
letters.
Yeah, this is definitely Finland. Okay.
Was that
And
Jane?
let's see if we can find.
Kuusamo.
Yeah, exactly.
Tietoma. Torenranta.
So the
I don't know what's
20
going
is
on right now.
likely a road,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to find it. There's the 27, the 13, the 19, the 18.
Is it like US where like it goes north south versus east west if it's odd or even?
Probably, but I don't know it, honestly.
Venom says Africa. It's not Africa.
I was today
20.
years old
Okay,
when I
found
figured
the
that out.
20. And then Kusamo. Okay, Kusamo. I found Kusamo. Perfect.
When you figured what out?
And then
That the numbers, the odd and even going north and south, west and east.
You didn't know
Yep.
that?
No.
all right, so Kusamo is
Yeah,
to
so
the right.
So for anybody that didn't know, the interstate system in the United States, all of the even numbered interstates go east-west, and all of the odd numbered interstates go north-south. And it starts on the left side of the country and works its way to the right side of the country and up and down. That's why 94 is way up top and like 10 is down.
Like
the bottom.
well in LA too. Like
LA
I
is
take
the 1,
the
and
north,
the 5,
south, the 5,
and the 15.
and down south
On the border
like
of Finland and
I-10
Sweden.
and I-12.
And there's also
Finland and
lots of
Sweden.
rules around like the 394 or whatever, like what the first number indicates. Like if it's a
I'm
loop
thinking we're
around a
actually in
city,
here, Oulu,
it's really interesting.
because
That's where you-
it says right to there, to the 20, which is this way.
South, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is some
I
super
found this
Jedi map
Kumasu.
shit going on right now.
I know. So I found this Kumasu or whatever, and then, but it's to the right, which means it's over that way. And I found this like Torino, which is kind of like these places. I don't know. This is hard. We could also be in like, boom, 1 mile away. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Nice. Well done.
Damn.
That was very good.
There's no way I could have done that. There will be a test. I understood there'd be pie and punch after this. There's gonna be pie and punch.
This is
I wish.
a little confusing.
We in like a favela, like a Brazilian favela or something, or whatever those are called, like the slums.
Oh, that honestly, the favela map in Modern Warfare, I think one
Favela,
was my
yeah.
that was my favorite map in Modern Warfare.
Very, very cool. Where is?
Yeah.
Is there anything indicating where this is? This South America or is this like Asia, somewhere in Asia?
So it's definitely, we're in the southern hemisphere. I'm trying to think. I think this is Brazil because I think that's Portuguese. With the E.
Yeah, Romulo Cell.
The question is like there is not too much to tell me where in Brazil we are. Unfortunately,
Got no mountains anywhere. Got
Romulo Cell. Like I don't think that's a town name.
Portugal, somebody's saying. Which I mean,
no, this isn't Portugal because we're in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah. Obviously.
I'm going to, for now, guess Sao Luis. But let me see if I can find any other hints because it looks relatively like tropical and dry. Do we have any palm trees? We do have palm trees, so we're likely kind of close to the ocean. This isn't probably like Brasilia. We could be in Belém or Belém. I don't know how to pronounce
Not
it.
that broad. Oh man.
Zoom in on that broad.
Not doing that. You're already probably going to get banned from Twitch, Plunge.
Look, is
Yeah,
there
Trying to
a,
save your stream, trying to make it a little bit more wholesome.
what is that out at the distance? Can you see anything of that? That sign over there?
No,
left?
that just says
Yeah, right there.
Cellular.
East side, middle,
Oh,
I bet.
look down. Is that guy's got a jersey on? What kind of jersey is that?
Does anyone
You
recognize
can't-
this team?
Yeah, it's a soccer team.
Is that
clearly?
Juventus?
It looks like a
Yeah,
year.
So that would be it. That would
It
be
really
Italy.
does.
We got 10
That'd be
seconds
Italy.
left. 10 seconds
No,
left. Just a
it's-
heads up.
I think I got to go Sao Luis, but it could genuinely be, and it could be
Anywhere
Manaus.
on the
It could
coast.
be,
Yeah.
yeah, Recife. It could have been
That-
any
so-
of those
so I
Brazilian
bet you that's
coastal cities.
And I bet you that was a Recife jersey. Like if you happen to know, like that's a Recife jersey, you would have
Probably.
been able to pick it.
Oh well, you get those rounds. All right, we're in Europe. Not many context clues here either.
Yeah, like on a campus kind of area, like a park.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Hold on. See
Is-
how tall
it
that
is not
building
a
is? Is that a
Recife
really,
jersey.
really tall building? Like a recognizable building?
Pin-
Oh, that's
is
a
pretty
that's a
tall.
tall building.
That is a very tall building.
And it's kind of
This
by
looks
itself
relatively
too.
nice. This is not Switzerland, I can tell you that. This is not Germany, I can tell you that.
Is that
This is not
grass
the United
fescue?
Kingdom. What?
So they have like streetcars basically, right? Like that's like trolleys, right? Is that what those rails are? Is that like a common thing in certain places?
Yeah.
Like
That-
streetcar kind of. There's no cable lines above it, right? So like
We have. It looks like we're pretty mountainous in the distance. Could this be Austria? Salzburg?
a
Sure.
nice part of
Fuck it.
Austria, like university area. Like it looks like it's by like a university or something.
Yeah.
Like-
I could see Austria definitely because it looks pretty nice. I could see. Oh, I like the Vienna. The thing
Oh,
is
yeah.
that those mountains look pretty close, and Vienna actually is not super mountainous. I'd be more likely to say like here or I think Salzburg if it's Austria. I could be wrong though.
40 seconds.
Yeah, I'm
What
just gonna
else we got?
plonk Salzburg. It could be Croatia. This honestly could even be. Oh wait, we have a palm tree here.
What?
Oh,
Is that fescue?
is this?
That was an all timer. That was good.
Wait, we have a. Okay, this is not Austria. Shit.
10.
Wait, are we in
16.
Italy now?
Yeah, I think this is Italy.
Finish him.
9,
Oh,
8,
we gotta
7.
plonk something.
Yeah, I have no idea where the hell this is.
Come on,
Big
just
money,
do
no
it.
whammies.
Plonk it.
Bilbao.
We were in Spain.
We're in
That
Spain.
did not
Spain.
look like Spain.
Bilbao.
Yeah,
Probably
Falling
where
apart
like
here.
college was.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay,
next.
zoom in. We should crush this. This is France.
France.
Yeah, this is France.
I've actually seen this one.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
feel
this
like
one
we've
too.
had this on.
We've had
This
This is you just go to the map.
Especially
It's
Let me
north.
go back.
It's
Does
north.
anyone
It's
remember
north.
where this was?
It's north. It's not because I was thinking it was south. It's north.
Yeah, we've had
Um,
this map before for sure.
We
yeah,
have.
I've seen this. We've seen this picture. It's definitely north.
Montpellier, Lyon, or something like that. Like the bus. I think we found it on the bus.
Just go to the map. It's
Wasn't that like up there?
north.
or
It's
something?
north.
Orleans.
It's definitely north.
It was like Orleans
It's
or
def-
something.
Go up
Toulouse or something like that.
to. I want to say it was close to the coast and it was north. Like I want to say it was closer to the coast than you'd think. Like there's no
Le Havre.
clue telling you there,
Really?
but it's close. It's close to the coast.
That's the city
like-
name. Toute.
Oh, Strasbourg, Boulevard de Strasbourg. It's Strasbourg.
No,
That's-
it's
says
not.
Boulevard-
It's not Strasbourg.
Oh, then never mind. Forget me.
This is the town name. Toutes.
Who?
I don't.
I think it was like up here somewhere.
I thought it was north, man.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like north and close to
Kind
the
of
water.
by Le Havre.
like up
It
here.
was like
Yeah.
a port town.
You thought? Okay. Does anyone remember
I forget.
exactly where? Or
I want to say
nowhere?
it was more straight north of Paris, not west of Paris. It was more like straight north. You've got wherever you plonked it right so far. Like it's
like where I have it plonked.
well, not. I think it's further to the coast, but I don't fully remember, but I just remember my dad was watching this when we did it, and he was like,
I remember
Marseille.
getting this
and it was
round before.
totally not Marseille. Like it was other side of the country.
Right. Yeah, I remember we got this. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
It's
block
definitely
it.
not. Yeah, see, and
Le Havre. Yeah.
yeah, it was
You were
north
right.
and by the water. Damn it!
Yeah.
I just
got it.
didn't know where.
All right, last round. We're not doing hot today. Today is not my day. Okay, this is
Southland.
Australia or New Zealand.
Cars wanted.
Yeah. That is New Zealand, I think. Yeah, New Zealand.
Dude, he's gonna get it within like 10 feet.
Stupid.
There we go.
Couple yards.
So dumb.
I mean, like, generally, if you look at the world, that is not bad. That Spain guess killed us, and then, like, we had no context clues for Brazil.
DP, we didn't even get to guess that one.
Yeah, he just like zipped right through it. Like,
Sorry.
all right.
Map,
Well,
Map,
no-
are there tournaments for this, like that you can like make money at?
Not that you can make money. So there's a few things. There's a website called geotips.net, which is where all the world records are, where Twitch streamers will basically like record or whatever. And then if you hit a world record, you can post your link to that stream. And then that's where people keep all their records of their best scores or their best times. And then there's also among the streamers in the community, they call them the Geoprees. Where basically about once a month, it'll be all the streamers playing together in like different tiers of how good they are. And then based on that, it's basically you're all playing the same maps and you're all playing each other kind of like a March Madness bracket style. And so there's that. It's not money based. But that's called the Geopre, and you'll see a whole bunch of the GeoGuessr streamers doing that, myself included, about once a month.
All right. Well, whenever they start making tournaments, I want to buy 10% of your entry.
Okay. Sounds good. I do.
you.
So the OG plungers, we have a plungers group. If I go back, so on GeoGuessr, you can create your own league, and you can see we have a plungers league. We're on our 4th incarnation of it, and on that is a betting league where it's a $20 buy-in.
Nice.
I'm actually not in the lead on that. I'm in 2nd. So my buddy Seth is even better.
That's a stud.
He's even better because he knows a lot more history. I know a lot of the metas. He knows more history and facts than I do.
But you're the map master. How is it possible that anybody would be better?
Who taught the master?
Exactly.
The wizard.
I guess it's true.
The guru.
Yeah,
All
he's
right,
the
we gotta
map
go.
wizard. That's his name.
It looks like there's a bunch of people that will stake you as well. It's Curry for 3. Map cuddles with a globe every night. Like I think the people are here for it. So
He's like our Queen's Gambit guy. He's gonna just run the table for us. We're just gonna fund it all.
I will say there's a streamer. I think he's on right now. His name is AG Blatt. I'll put it in
let's
the
go
chat.
rate him. Let's just go rate him.
Yeah, this guy is the most. He holds so many of the records. He's the coolest guy. He's a big Knicks fan.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I was messed with him about D Rose, and this guy is the craziest GeoGuessr that you'll ever meet. He is so good.
What's it called?
AG Blatt. I put it in the chat. AGBLATT.
Right,
I think he's still
let's
on.
go rate him.
Tell him that Matt Master sent you.
Right,
oh no, he's not
right.
on anymore. Wait, Plunge, he's not on anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, how do I stop it? How do I stop it?
Cancel raid. Cancel. Abort.
Aborted.
I can see if there's anyone else. There's no Geo streamers on right now, or at least that I know of.
Amaranth on?
Deep Perez
Wait,
said, "What happened to raiding the hot tub babes?"
Hold on. Yep, she's on.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Oh God, of course she's
All right.
on.
With that, we're gonna start the raid. We're gonna sign off. Anybody that wants to go over to Amaranth's channel, have at it, and tell her Plunge sent to everybody. So, boys, it's been great. It's been fun. It's been the best. I love you guys. So we're gonna go with the outro, and then we'll go from there. You start the raid.
Plunge is here to simp.
All right, boys.
Bye.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I have no sympathy. Don't care.